Throw your motherfucking hands.
Get 'em high.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of 1 a.m. I'm Rashad Milligan, joined here today by the boys. We are back in our virtual homes. Fellas, how are y'all feeling tonight?
Man, feeling good, man. Just glad to be back in Atlanta. I had fun last week, but, back to the normal grind.
Yeah, I told the guys before the episode it's going to be my flu game episode because I literally have the flu right now. So I don't feel terrible, but you know what I'm saying. Like we thugging it out right now, but I'm all right though for the most part. Like I said, I'm happy to be. We saying it like we just came back to Atlanta, even though we've been back, for about a week now. But yeah, no, definitely happy to be back at the crib. I had a great time in New Orleans though.
Yeah, no. I was happy to have y'all. Mo, you was about to say something, my bad.
Oh, no. I was just saying, yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun out there.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Lace. Lace, we were supposed to collab and everything like that, work with her out there, but she didn't get back to me until after the weekend. And I was like, dang. And she was like, yeah, I'll never check my email, bro. And I was like, my fault, twin. So, but we locked in now. So the next time, y'all boys down and we doing a collab, a little Atlanta NOLA collab. Shouts out to Lace Up. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Lace Up and things of that. Oh, I'm trying not to say, bro. So, yeah, my new thing, I'm trying not to say and things of that sort and things of that nature, because the comment section is like, oh, I was like, okay, whatever, bro.
Wait,
But
hold on.
I am doing a service to try not to say it. Go ahead, Jelani.
You try not to say you try not to say that phrase.
Yeah.
Things that so they saying that you say that a lot.
Yeah, I kind of end my sentences with that when I'm in between thoughts.
What
See,
did
I
you
feel
say?
like
Things of that sort, things of that nature. I did a 30-minute video on the history of Gambino versus Drake, and I freestyled it. So I did it off top. There was no script, and I just looked at the camera and I broke down every year of both of their careers since 2005. And so, as you guys can imagine, as I'm trying to keep my place on like what year I'm on, 2006, what happened in 2006? Where was Gambino in 2006? Where was Drake in 2006? I'm saying, and things of that sort, things of that nature to end my phrases to like, okay, mentally, I'm turning the page to the next one.
Right.
But people gave like full paragraphs and everything, psychoanalyzing my mind. I was like, bro, it's just a filler word. I was freestyling. This isn't scripted.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. They just want to see you improve.
Yeah, that's what someone else said. They was like, all right, bro, yeah, it's all love. I just want to see you be the best, bro. I was like, appreciate that.
being able to freestyle something like that for 30 minutes off top that's impressive though.
Yeah, I don't think people realize probably because it was so detailed that they probably assumed it was, written and prepared in it, but it was literally just off top. Like, if anything, I gathered the clips before I did it from the night before. I started gathering the clips just to add to the validity of what I was saying so people wouldn't think I was just talking out of my behind. But I added the clip. So I did that the night before I recorded it. And then I recorded it on Black Friday. And I was rushing to edit it so I could watch the end of the UGA game with my dad, spend some family time, and then go to the Earl Sweatshirt show. So it all worked out, but I didn't edit as much as some people would have liked, I suppose, and AKA the comment section. But other people saw past my filler words and was like, this is a solid video. I appreciate it. I subscribed. I was like, thank you.
Right.
I'm gonna go watch the video after this episode.
Yeah, appreciate that. But I watched it back. I ain't gonna lie. I watched it back the other night because I kept getting comments and it was like really, really good or really just like, yo, the filler words are crazy. And so I watched it back before I went to sleep. Like I fell asleep to it the other night. And bro, I didn't know like the first 5 minutes, I'm saying I'm ending every sentence with things of that sort or things of that nature. And I was like, dang.
That might be like your catchphrase. You know what I mean?
Well, it was really, I pick up a lot of things from people. like in elementary school, I was in speech class because I was making fun of initially this Indian kid in my first grade. He had a stuttering problem. And so I was just imitate his stuttering issues. And then eventually I picked up an actual stutter. So I had to go to speech class. So I pick up things from other people. And things of that nature came from Duke Dennis.
True. Well,
You might owe. My bad.
No, go ahead.
I'll say you might owe him some publishing or something.
Yeah. yeah. I got to send Duke a couple of dollars, just like Paige Becker's. When you say Paige Buckets, you have to pay her. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, she gets paid for that?
His trademark. It's like, let's get ready to run. Y'all know the rest of the phrase. You gotta pay him for that.
No, facts. People don't get their money.
I actually interviewed Duke Dennis one time, and he said, I was like, Duke, how was the NFL, flag football game in New Orleans? And he was like, oh, it was great. It was always, and he said, and things of that. And then he just kind of looked at the camera. And he stopped there at that. And, so ironically, the one time I interviewed Duke, he said things of that.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably be telling him the same thing. Like you say that a lot.
Oh yeah. It became like a thing in his chat where they were like things of that nature. Like it became a whole meme on the internet. So people gonna get on you. But I mean, the one thing I was saying is, it's a lot of stuff. I feel like when I see people nitpicking my videos, or nitpicking, just nitpicking anything in my videos, I'm like, bro, nobody said anything when I was like, yo, what's up, y'all? This is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 300 subs. Like, no one was saying it back then. But now people nitpick on us because I think they just have a higher expectation. Like, I guess the quality looks better and everything. So if the quality looks better, then you're going to connect it to this needs to be just like the TV or something like that,
No, facts. And I mean, just more eyes on you.
Just more eyes on me.
How many subs you at on your YouTube now?
5,000. It's 5.77.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. I know. It's crazy coming from like looking at the old videos where I'm saying this is the road to 300 subs. Like, that's wild. Like, I look back at one of those a couple weeks ago, and it didn't even feel real. Like, it felt kind of like a joke. Because in the moment, a lot of times when I'm saying these goals, it feels like it takes so long to get there. But now looking back where I started, I'm like, yo, I came a long dang way.
Right.
What year was this? Like around this time when you was trying to get to 300?
It was like the pandemic, so like 2020. That's when I started. That's when I started YouTube for real.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not. That just shows like the importance of the consistency. Because I know you upload, if not multiple times a day, at least once a day.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So
I used to. This is what happened. I had to break down the whole thing. I did consistently for 2020 and 2021. I came back to Atlanta, took my last job. My last job, as y'all know, was super busy. I was on the road all the time. I was always doing stuff, so I didn't have time to upload consistently. So from 2021 to like 2024, I didn't upload consistently. 2025, literally I just started back up YouTube for real in March. So ever since Lent, that's how I started back up. And ever since then, I probably picked up about 1,000 subs from that time. So yeah, it's starting to pick back up steam again. But like you said, it came from the consistency. So even though I started YouTube in 2020, I only been doing YouTube for real for like 2-3 years.
Anybody that's aspiring to do like OnlyFans or anything like that, and it's not really popping like that right now, just follow my boy's approach. Smart consistency, man. Just try to put out a new scene every day.
Mo, is that a good lob for the question of the week?
Yeah, I definitely say so.
So okay. Full disclosure, I have some friends who are in SW, like that's the industry they're in, SW, and so I was texting one yesterday, and I literally called Mo in the middle of it, and I was just like, "Yo, I can't believe I really just be texting and then fill in the blank said SWer." And so he was like, "Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy." And we were just kind of going back and forth, and I was like, "I don't know how to respond to this and seem cool." And Mo was just like, "Man, just play, just be like, hey, da 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 da." It was small talk stuff. I said, "Okay, cool." And he said, "Would you do a scene with her if she asked?" So my question to you, Jelani, is if you had one of the top dogs in the game ask you to do a scene, are you doing it?
Top dogs in the game is hilarious. Yeah, depending on who it is. See, this is the thing, is that like it sounds like a good idea because you're just looking at it like, yo, I'm getting to do my thing with whoever, you know what I'm saying, like whoever the model would be. But it's like you have to have like an actual. It's still it's a video, so like you still gotta have a certain level of performance. Like you can't just, you know what I'm saying, like you can't just be in there just going for yours. Like you gotta actually, it's a lot that goes into that. So I'll probably say yes, but like at the same time, I'll be realistic about it. Like I know that this just ain't it ain't just like some it ain't like a sneaky link. Like this, I gotta actual I gotta I gotta look good for the camera.
So the hypothetical, I didn't know if you wanted to go, Mo. I was gonna give him the hypothetical that we came up with as well.
Nah, you go ahead.
So we came up with the hypothetical, and it was, say it's Violet Myers. Violet Myers, millions of followers on like Twitter. She has like what, 3 million on Twitter, or 2.65 or whatever it is on Twitter. If Violet Myers asks, "What are you doing?" knowing that she has 3 million followers.
Yeah, I would say yes. I would just have to put my best meat forward, like hopefully, like I said, I've had some good games, I've had some bad games. I just gotta hope that I step on the court that day and I get my shots up and then go in the basket. You know what I mean? Like that's all you can do.
Honey pack, bro.
Low key, bro. I'm gonna see. I ain't trying to get too vulgar on here, bro. But it might do the trick. It might do the trick. It might do the trick. They got so much now, bro. They got the Blue Chews. They got the. They still got regular Viagra out here too.
You used the honey pack before?
I did it one time. It was okay. It was. I feel like it was mixed results. It wasn't like. I don't feel like it was any like more noticeable than before, but it wasn't. It was cool.
Okay.
Yeah. That was like a one-time thing though. Shout out to Young Low 1026.
Young Low give you on them honey packs.
Oh, brother. Oh, jeez. But yeah, man. I definitely Violet. I'm saying no, bro. I'm saying no. 3 million people. All right. Hey.
He's trying to quick no. No, I'm not.
But yeah, I'm definitely saying no, bro. 3 million people, that's just too much. Like, there's no way I can hide from that for like the rest of my, like, it's on the internet, it's stamped. If it was someone more low key, underground, whatever, maybe. But even then, I still feel like, for me, I feel like it's a risk. I was talking to Mo about this, about like branding and my public perception and everything, and that would just ruin everything.
Yeah, no, facts. Yeah, it's it depends on where you wanna go in life. I think just to be honest, like a scene with Violet Myers is gonna open doors in a lot of ways. It depends on if you want to go that way though, because there's gonna be a lot of people looking to collab. But if that's not the way you looking to go, then your image is just gonna be just kind of a crazy image, But I mean, it ain't the worst. 'Cause I think Violet Myers is such a it'll be such a good look, like in the sense of like people will be like, "Dang, you did a scene with Violet Myers," And it was just like, yeah. But I don't think it would be horrible, as if it was just some random. And I think like I don't know. There's other people that would look worse. I think Violet wouldn't be the worst, but I think for Rashad's brand, his personal brand, it would not be a good look at all.
Bro, I got people from like church subscribe. I got people like my Bible study leader like subscribes to my channel. I found out this week, so yeah, that's over with. I'm not even gonna hold you.
See, and this is part of it too. Like, it shouldn't be this way, but it is. Like, men that watch those scenes, they be judging the size of the dudes. Like,
hey, no.
They go compare you. He said Red Bull and a few shots of Patron put you in the game. No, that's a fact. No, they're going to compare you to other guys that she's worked with before, which is, I mean, it's insane. Like, that's a real thing. Have y'all ever read I've done that a couple of times. Have you ever read the comment section on?
I thought you was about to say, have you ever read the subreddit of the? I was like, subreddit? No,
not the subreddit. No, I'm saying, have you ever read the comment section on one of those sites before?
Back in my days, yeah, for sure.
Bro.
Because you have to know, like, I'm a chronically online dude, so it's like, if I'm on WorldStar, right? When I was on WorldStar back in college, what would you do? You watch the video, then you scroll down, you read the comments. If I'm on YouTube, watch a video, scroll down, read the comments. So kind of just out of habit, that's kind of what you do sometimes. It's just like, watch it, scroll down and read the comments.
No, the comment section on the sites be so crazy because it'd be dudes like, yo, he ain't cracking her the way I would. Like, bro, what are you doing? Listen, man, so much has to go through your head for you to. I can understand making an account sometimes, because sometimes it's like you have to make an account in order to look at the site. So I can understand making an account for the site, but like actually commenting on a video like that is so crazy to me.
It's insane. It's insane. Go ahead, Mo.
I was gonna say, yeah, like back in the day, I've definitely seen like some comments, but it'd always be something crazy that just make me just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go away from this. Cause I don't know, people be, you said they be saying some wild stuff on there, bro. That just like, I'm like, bro, you just kind of killed the video. Like, yeah, but hey, everybody teaches on, there's a special breed of people who do that, but you never know who those special breed are, they might be your next door neighbor.
Facts. That's the scariest part. It might be your pastor. It might be, what I'm saying? It might be your child, your pediatrician, your child's pediatrician. So,
right.
Have y'all ever? I forget the name of the app where you could do it on. If you upload a profile pic on the hub, you need to be. Yeah, no, that's because why do you want to, bro? Like, like I said, what goes to your head? Like, why is that? Why are you treating this like it's a real social network? You know what I mean?
The little car selfie with the sunglasses.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, have y'all ever? I forget what the name of the app is, but they got the app where you could look and see how many like registered sex offenders live in your area. Have you ever done that before?
I've never looked.
Yeah, I did that one time, and it's actually kind of crazy. Like how many people are just. I mean, that they exist, but it's like to actually see like how many people are registered sex offenders is kind of crazy.
Now, I looked one time. I can't remember what area I was in. I don't think it was where I'm at currently, but yeah, it's an astounding amount. But I will say, not to get people like any bail, but to become a sex offender, you have to. It's like
SO.
An SO. It is so many different. It's so many things that fit under that criteria. So not always you would think like, I think everybody's first mind goes to like SA or, grape or, like PDF, but it's just like, it's a lot of little stuff. Like, let's say you was 18, you're dating a girl that was 17, you sent her a pic, now you're on that list forever. So
I don't think you can be on the list for that.
Yeah, you can, because you're technically she's a minor.
But
actually in Georgia, I think.
Yeah. Not in some states. Yeah.
Yeah, so it depends on the state and the criteria, you know. So like, let's say you're a junior, I mean, you're a senior in high school dating a sophomore, which ain't crazy, you know, but that's just like, and your girlfriend is a certain age or whatever, and you know, it'd be like stuff like that. But so that's why it's so many. That's why. That's all I'm saying. I was just like, that's why.
Nah. I ain't even gonna lie, cause like in Georgia, if it's like an age gap thing like that, it has to be something extreme. It can't be like the usual like senior and a sophomore, because the senior would be 18, right? And then the sophomore would be like 15, 16. Like in Georgia, the age of consent is 15.
Nah, because I remember when we went to Boys State, bro?
Right.
Do you remember that like they had somebody come up there and they had a class or like at one of the seminars, and they was talking about it, like if you send like an underage girl or you have an underage girl's like nudes or something, then you're going like, and you get caught with it, like let's say her mom finds out that she was sending it or whatever, and like they want to report you, like you, like that's how that goes.
But you, so if you 18 and a 17-year-old was doing so, you would be on the list?
I don't know if it's 17. I don't know about 17. But I do remember it was like they emphasized like it's very easy to get caught up in that, because if she's underage, then it is like it's just minor.
I just know that, you know, like we were talking about, the age in Georgia is 15. So if you're 18 and the person is 15, that is Giancarlo Wilson, everything like that. Like that is legal. However, I know you can be on the list for pettier crimes like peeing, or I didn't know how to say it.
The age of consent is 16 in Georgia.
Georgia, okay, 16. But using the restroom in public, if a cop sees you using the restroom in public as a man, you can get on the list. Like those are the petty crimes that can get you on the list and stuff like that. But I think that the stuff like if you're a senior with a sophomore and they were doing that, I don't know if that can necessarily, because like we said, 16 and 18. Now, if the pulse was 15 and you 18, you shouldn't be with no 15-year-old.
But I mean, like we're saying senior, sophomore. It's like, let's say I was a late, like my birthday was always later. So let's say like if a girl had a birthday like mine in April, she's a sophomore and she don't turn 16 until April. And
you 18?
And then like and then a senior turns 18 in August. That's still a senior and a sophomore, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. All right. So say the person turning 16 in April. What month of the year is it?
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, if, like as I said, like I didn't turn 16 as a sophomore until April of our sophomore year.
The end of the year.
So until the very end of the year. So if I was to date a senior, most people that I know, they had, like, let's say hypothetically their birthday was like August. If their birthday is August, September, and then they turned 18 in like August, and you're still dating, it's like that's still the same gap, bro. That's still a sophomore and a senior.
You're not out of pocket. The senior out of pocket, bro.
Bro, that we saying that now.
Jelani. The senior out of pocket, right? All right. And you can't, and you because hold on. And you cannot bring, because that was 17. That person was 17, bro. So it's not the same thing as 15. I
wasn't fit to bring that up at all.
No, I'm just saying. I'm bringing it up just to say it. That person was 17, not 15. So Jelani, if the girl is 15 and she's a sophomore, as a senior, should you even be looking the 15 and be like, oh, she turned 16 in April? Bro, what do you say, bro? You shouldn't even be looking that way. But I'm going to let you answer, Jelani.
I mean, hypothetically, yeah. But, like, we do have to – it's a slippery slope, bro. Like, I know when we was in high school, it definitely wasn't –
That was the thing, bro. Let's not, like – When
I was a senior – I couldn't think of no sophomores, bro, that I was going for, bro.
I mean, that's you personally, bro. You know how many, bro? We literally talked about me and you, a girl that you had a major crush on that was a year younger than you, that dated a dude that was a year older than you. Remember
Give me
one.
an initial or something.
Bruh, she was in band with us, bro.
Oh my
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what I'm
shouts
saying.
out to my dog, man. You know, got
But
the law
like,
degree,
bro,
everything
she
like
was-
that. You know, doing
She
it
was
big,
a freshman.
attorney.
Bro, don't. Yeah, so you saying too much. But but like, she was a freshman, and then you know she dated the junior. Like,
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like, bruh.
I thought that was weird back then. I ain't
no, and
gonna
like
lie.
I'm like, yeah, like we may have thought that way, but I'm like, we may have been like, dang, why you want to date her? But at the same time, it was like, it wasn't that like crazy looking. And we wasn't just like, bruh, like, man, buddy, buddy, a PDF. Like,
Yeah, we wasn't saying that, but we was looking like there's an age gap.
yeah, bruh, think about old girl that was the finest girl in our class. Bruh, how many dudes that was seniors was messing with her at all ages? Bro, when she was a freshman, when she was a sophomore, like,
Those niggas in college. What do you mean?
Bruh, that's what I'm
we said,
saying.
like we said,
It was
the former
grown men messing with
number
her.
one receiver for the Dallas Cowboys was in her DMs when we were in math class.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like, but
Des Bryant is said receiver, by the way.
yeah, so like, realistically, like even like Des Bryant, they never. Well, I don't know if anything ever happened with that, but I know like the guys that we know she dated, there was guys who were seniors that she dated that I remember vividly when we was like sophomores, and like nobody batted an eye, bro. And like I don't know when her birthday is, but it's like there's a good chance she was 15 and Buddy was probably 18, like, and or whoever they were. And that's what I'm saying. It's like we can have that revisionist history because it sounds crazy, especially now that we're older. But I'm like, when you're in the midst of it in high school, that's why a situation like that, to like a parent, like if my daughter's 15 and then she dating a senior, and then it's like he 18, that's when they get caught up, because it's like, yo, you sending this to this 18-year-old grown boy, but then in the midst of her in school, it don't seem crazy because nobody's thinking about it like that. Like nobody's like, yo, like that's like, what is he doing, bro? Like, Buddy weird. Like, ain't nobody saying he weird. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying it's like we should condone it, and as we get older, of course, we're gonna look at it differently. But let's look at it from a realistic view of how we saw it when we was in high school. You know? And that's how
My bad.
Oh,
I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad, bro.
no, you good.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be fully transparent, but it's different for me though, because I graduated when I was 17, so I was never 18 in high school. And I was 16 at the beginning of my senior year. So like I did mess with a freshman, but I was 16 and she was 14. It wasn't like
that. Yeah,
it wasn't like
that don't even count.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like I was now. If I was 18 and she was 14, that would have been some crazy shit. Like, but even with her being a freshman, I did feel kind of like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because you were thinking psychologically.
It was just like we could never like actually be anything. Like I'm not about to be walking through those halls as a senior holding the hands of a freshman. Like it's kind of a crazy look, you know.
So even you knew that back then is what I'm saying. Like even though we don't have the same, I feel like the standards really change if we keeping it a buck. We're not like us. So it's like, but before then, we still had like a thing in our minds of like what was right, what was wrong, what felt a little off, what felt a little weird. We knew back then.
I will say I felt like two grades younger wasn't crazy. I personally wasn't looking for no girls when I was a senior. That was sophomores. Like, but 2 grades younger, we wasn't completely like, bro, Buddy wilding, But I think below that, that's when it started kind of being weird, and that's why Buddy, who was on Catfish.
I was literally about to say him, bro.
Now his situation was different
because he messed with like freshmen exclusively as a senior, and that's when everybody's like, all right, Buddy weird.
But hey, what was he? Old girl that was in band that played the flute, right? You know who I'm talking about? That was in middle school.
I was going to say they said he was messing with a middle schooler. That's what I remember.
Remember, let me see if I could give her her name. It ended with Alina.
Oh, she played flute. Wait, hold on. Are you talking about like she had the Hispanic girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, and she had like brothers and sisters that went to school with her. Yeah. Yeah, what about her?
But yeah, I think he might have been, with that's why we're not using names. But I think he might have even been linked to her at some point. I don't know though. I might be
nah, because he was like, she was. If you're, hold on, I'm about to put it in the chat.
I definitely remember.
Oh, keep going.
I definitely remember hearing rumors when we was in high school that when he was a senior, he was messing with. They said that he used to be at the skating rink where the middle schoolers used to be at, and he'd be out there getting numbers and stuff like
that's
that.
Crazy. Yeah, so I didn't know the full extent of what he had going on. But the girl that you talking about, Rashad, she was in 8th grade when we were seniors. So,
okay.
Yeah, but there was somebody. I actually was finna bring that up with that. There was somebody who was kind of linked to her, like, because I was close with her. I was close with her family. But there was somebody within our friend group that was kind of linked to her during that time. That was, yeah.
Oh, the dude that was our homeboy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I felt like that's on us, as you know what I'm saying. Like, we said something, but like maybe we didn't do enough of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you really supposed to, that boy Usher in the building at the Hawks game, but maybe you supposed to all the way kind of, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm disassociating with you, you know, make a whole tweet thread. Hey, I no longer affiliate with that thing.
Well, I mean, because it wasn't like they didn't actually, I don't think they actually did anything, but it was just kind of like, yeah, we definitely was just like, bro, it's weird. And he was just like, nah, I ain't even like that. And she was like that too. So we was like, well, I guess
but
it wasn't.
she can't, you know, the younger ones can never speak for themselves because their brain not even fully developed. Like, that's why it's considered wrong, because your brain isn't fully developed. Yeah, y'all seen that 22-year-old teacher in Florida that got arrested?
Bro, which one? I see one.
The latest one, she in Florida, she is 22. That's sick, bro. Like, I think I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I was probably going to, I'm gonna keep it 100% transparent. I was with a lot of the internet comments probably when I was like maybe like college age, right? 21, not even 21, but 20, 19, 18, of being like, dang, where were these young teachers when I was in school? But now that I'm like older, I'm just like, yo, that's sick on the teacher's part. Like, that's sick, bro. You cannot justify that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna be real. This might be like a little controversial, but I low key feel like if you're under the age of like 23, 24, you probably shouldn't be able to teach high school. Like, obviously, I would say most teachers are able to control. I think most teachers are able to control themselves. Like, most teachers are not predators. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say that all teachers are predators, or even a good amount. But it's just like, I just feel like at that age, like, I remember when I was in high school, right? My senior year, I had to go back. I had to take in order to graduate on time, I had to take a freshman science class. Like, just a class I failed in 9th grade. I had to take it over or whatever. And one of the teachers, we were class of 2013. The teacher had just got hired. She was class of 2009. And I just remember thinking, like, we too close in age for you to be my teacher right now. Like, you shouldn't, like, you graduated high school the year before I started high school. Like, we low-key peers, bro. Like, it just felt kind of weird to me. I do feel like that would stop a lot, though. But then again, it'd be older teachers. It'd be teachers in their 30s doing stuff like this too, 40s, 50s. So who knows?
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. It definitely be I don't know if necessarily, I kind of agree. I do be feeling like sometimes they do be a little young. But I don't know. It's a weird thing, you know, and I feel like 'cause there are some people who know how to control themselves and they can they develop into great teachers. They can really relate with the kids because of the closeness in the age. But then there are a lot of teachers that are like this that are crazy, you know, that I don't know why, because there's so many, and I don't know, maybe because there's more phones these days, you know, maybe these kids just look more grown, so that's why these teachers be wanting to try these kids up these days. I don't know, but yeah, I see so many stories like this all the time, and it'd be crazy because all the like.
Your audio cut out. Okay, you came back.
But I was saying, yeah, she's a cute girl, so it's like you could find somebody your age, you know, like you. But I don't know. I don't know what the parents these kids not kids, but what the teacher be thinking, man.
I had a very red pill response to that. Okay. All right, so I think since I put out the disclaimer that the take is red pill, should cover me a bit.
I don't know if it works like that. That's like being like, yo, I'm about to say something racist, and then you say it. Like, I don't know if I don't know if that gives you cover.
Well, Father, forgive me, first of all. And this is like, I got a podcast mic in front of me. We on a podcast. Like, this is, I'm literally the meme that people talk about. You a grown man on a podcast talking about women. All right. All right, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just say, since we potting. I think you said, Mo, how could a woman that, you know what I'm saying, is cute and has people her age attracted to her resort to her students and like catering to her students and things of that sort inappropriately? I said things of that sort just now. I think a part of it is just like the woman's need to fulfill the male gaze. That's not every woman, not generalizing women, but there's some women who love the validation. They love the feeling of knowing that they are, you know, someone looks up to them like this and they're just like the greatest thing in the world to them. She knows that she's viewed as the hot teacher by said student, and he probably shoots his shot and says something flirty every day. And just like, if you remember, there was a situation after we were in high school where this one dude was thirsting over one of our classmates. She wasn't in our class. She was a year younger than us. Y'all remember this? And he was always thirsting over her. And then so one time on Snapchat, as a quote unquote joke, she sent him something that was just 1 second, so it will disappear. And he'd be like, oh no, it's gone forever. And dude that thirsted over her as a joke on social media all the time screenshotted it, and the picture went everywhere among our community. Now, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, I was there. I told you I was there when it got sent.
I
literally
okay.
was right there.
So you guys remember it now. She did that, whether or not it was a joke or not, because she knew at the time how desperate and how much he wanted her. And some women, they love the attention of knowing that a dude will worship in the ground they walk on and kiss the ground they walk on and just look up to them as his holier than thou figure. And so they kind of just relish in that, and they play into it a little too much. And sometimes you can get lost in the sauce. And I think that's why a teacher like this, who, like you said, a lot of 22-year-olds and up will find attractive, would cater to the little 13-year-old boy in a class that's always like, Miss Rodriguez, you're so hot, Miss Rodriguez, whatever the case might be, right?
Oh, that was it?
That was it.
No, I mean, I don't think you're far off with that thought, because I mean, as you said, I think it is probably the kid probably, as you said, like, is thirsting over her. She feels, you know, and probably, you know, a lot of these girls probably in, I don't know what towns they be in. You know, you might be and come from like abusive relationships or, you know, toxic relationships. So any type of attention, you know, it gets misconstrued, and now you got this young kid giving you attention that that maybe like, you know, an ex wasn't really giving you, and they're showing appreciation for you, stuff like that. So that's maybe where it comes from. And so I could definitely see that. That would actually make a lot of sense because, as I said, coming from a lot of people, they're used to such toxic relationships already. So when somebody is just, you know, this little kid don't know nothing, and you know he hasn't really developed a true toxicity yet, you know. So like, so he still like is being a gentleman, you know, because he's thinking that's what he needs to do, and like probably, you know, sending like good morning, Miss, you know, Miss what's her name, Miss
Also we need to say this, Mo. We need to say this to all the youngins watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
Youngins, continue to be polite, continue to be gentlemen, because it might not go for the woman that you initially wanted, but it'll go for the right woman. And at the end of the day, the toxic woman, the woman that you want, the IG baddie, she might be the one that you want, right? And she might be, oh, I don't like all that politeness. You too nice, did it that. But the one that will go for it, that wanted and truly wanted everything like that, that's gonna be the quality woman that you want, regardless. So just be nice and be yourself and all the things that you were raised to do. Don't change because you know the toxic is gonna get the cookie. Because the cookie ain't always sweet. Go ahead, Mo.
I'll say to that, like, remain a gentleman, but always keep the relationship exciting, because that's why girls like toxicity, because it's like it keeps things interesting. And like when you're too cookie cutter, too nice, too just like I'll do anything for you, you know, like they get bored, and then that's what ends up leading them to cheat. And it's like if you start getting too routine, getting too like stuff like that. Like, so find other ways in the relationship to keep things exciting. And I think that's where a lot of guys forget. Because if a toxic dude could do the same thing, like can be doing the same dates all the time, but you don't know how it's finna go. You know? It's like maybe you maybe you go through my phone this time and we
might smack me upside the head with a biscuit.
Yeah, you know, it's like this date.
No. I'm sorry. See, this is. I ain't gonna lie. This might be the most toxic red pill episode we've had in a couple weeks. So first of all, I like to apologize to everybody. I'm growing. Y'all know I'm working on myself. Things of that. About to say it again. That was like the third, fourth time I said it. We keeping track, y'all. But forgive me. I'm a work in progress, as we all are. We're all flawed beings. Continue, Mo.
But yeah, were you finna say something, Jelani?
Yeah, I just want to make it clear, like we separating. I just want to separate this teacher from like the later points that we made, because it almost sounds like we giving like the young men advice on how to raise their teacher, and we definitely want to be clear, like we don't condone teachers sleeping with students in any sort of capacity.
Yeah, no, this is
nor do we excuse. Yeah, we don't. Even if her man was cheating or she wasn't getting no attention, like she's a creep, she deserves whatever she has coming to her. Yeah, I just want to make that clear for anybody watching. Just don't get us misconstrued. We're not making no excuses for this lady at all.
Nah, facts. But as I said, like for real, like I genuinely feel that's where a lot of men go wrong, where it's like you being a nice guy, you feel like I'm doing, you know, all the stereotypical stuff that, you know, a gentleman's supposed to do. But then it's like, if there's no excitement outside of that, it's like you just being nice all the time and just only like love, like bringing love is like, that's a great thing to bring. But then as I said, like find ways to spice up the relationship where it's like spontaneous stuff, you know, like it's like, oh, like I'm gonna say y'all do date night every Friday, and then y'all go to the same type of places. Like one day, just like make a U-turn, or not U-turn, but like make a left and go to that one spot that she been talking about for a while that, you know, she would have never expected, you know, like keep some excitement in the relationship. That's how you keep her interested. Cause I said, like, that's the thing with like the being toxic, it's like that's where that they kind of fill in that gap with that, and that's where a lot of girls end up going with that, or they go with the bad boys, like like that's why every girl has that phase of dealing with a drug dealer because it's exciting. You don't know if somebody finna bust through the door and put you at gunpoint. It's like, oh, what's gonna happen? But it's like if you bring that excitement in other ways, where it's like it's always keeping her on her toes, like you'll be able to keep the girl that you want. So
Understand what Mo is saying, that being nice is not the only thing. I think growing up, you think that being nice earns you the right. Always remember that nobody owes you anything.
Facts.
And if you're doing something to get something and you feel like you've earned the right of this girl's attention because you were being nice to her, you aren't actually being nice. That's another thing. A lot of y'all think y'all nice, y'all ain't. Y'all like, I do so much for everybody and nobody does anything. This goes for men and women. I do so much and nobody pours back into me. What happens when the source needs help? You ain't really the source if you're looking for somebody to help you. Ain't nobody's coming to save you. That's just life. It's a cold, hard truth. I hate to tell you. So, in addition to being nice, if you want to be nice just because you want to be treated nicely or everything, if it's reciprocated, great. If it's not, it is what it is. In addition to that, you need to keep it exciting. You need to do something different. You need to everything that Mo said, because I think the mistake that Mo probably can attest to, just from what he said, Jelani might be able to attest to, and I for sure can attest to, is I was young. And when things wouldn't work out, like, dang, like they'd be like, yeah, you were the best, person I've been with because, you just treated me the right way. And I know you're going to be a good husband and father. I'm like, dang, well, why you break up with me? I'm like, dang, what happened? And you see, it's like, okay, like just because you know what I'm saying, doesn't mean you earned this or they owe you this. Don't nobody owe you nothing, bro. And you got comfortable. What? Oh, we should do this. No, I'm good. Maybe you should try, when you're, nah, I'm good. We going to do it the same way we always do it. You know how men are. We men of habit. Y'all see, y'all saw when I came over here, like I sleep on my couch. Like I got a bed, but I sleep on my couch. I like sleeping on the couch. It's just is what it like. I got used to it when my bed was broke. Now the bed fixed. I'm used to sleeping on the couch. I'll do that for the rest of my life if I wanted to, just because it's comfortable to me. But a woman, if she suggests, hey, maybe you should start sleeping in the bed again, da, 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 da. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And I just keep ignoring the suggestions. Then, hey, it don't matter if I say, yes, ma'am. Yes, open the door. Yes, dear. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, queen. It don't matter because I ain't did what she wanted me to do.
Right. And it's not always about you doing what she wants you to do. It's like as I said, finding that compromise at times, because I think as I said, I think as men, sometimes, especially when you're younger, and I think this is something that some people realize this, some people don't. But I think you realize over time that in a relationship, it's like I don't know, when you get so comfortable, it's like until you're married, but even then, it's like the relationship ain't never fully safe, and you think well, she ain't finna leave me, ain't gonna be nothing as little as I don't want to sleep in the bed, but then it's like it'd be the little stuff that just adds up over time, and then it's just like that you not want to sleep in the bed might be that final straw that is just like, I can't do this no more, and now you sitting there like, wait, what? I thought we was good, but as I said, even once you're married, that is especially these days, this ain't the 60s where she needs you, where she genuinely I can't go get a job. So the only way I'm going to survive is if I have this husband. Nah, they can go do all their own stuff. So nobody, as Rashad said, nobody owes you nothing.
The current generation don't even value marriage no more.
Facts.
So like you said, marriage still don't mean much.
Facts.
Go ahead, Jelani.
I mean, you just have to accept as a man that a woman is fully capable of just waking up one day and not like you anymore. Like that's a very possible thing. You might not have even done anything different than what you already been doing. Like you might not have. She might have been happy this whole time, and she just woke up one day and was just, like I said, she might have been bored. But I've also heard somebody explain, like I might have seen some like TikTok or something. They were trying to. I don't know if I necessarily agree with this theory at all, but they was just saying that like you always notice how dudes that always cheat or that constantly stay in jail or that put their hands on women always have women. Like them dudes don't never struggle with getting girls, and part of that might be, even though it's, you can argue that it's like mental abuse or whatever. Part of it might be, like you were saying, like the excitement factor. And obviously that shouldn't be exciting. It shouldn't be exciting that you have a man that's putting his hands on you or that's going to jail or that's cheating on you. But it's like some women, that's their thing. They like the chaos. They like the, you know what I'm saying? They like the, I don't know what word I should use for it, but yeah, I'm saying to say that, like,
and men too,
Oh yeah, some men definitely like toxic women. Some men definitely like women that's argumentative and violent, and that's probably honestly on both sides comes down to like mommy and daddy issues, if we're being honest. But yeah, like some like I was saying, like I've had it happen, bro. I've had women where it was like, I literally just had this happen recently. Like it was a girl that we struck it off, everything was cool. We was talking on the phone every night for like a few weeks, and then like the day before our first date was supposed to happen, she was just like, she just wasn't feeling it no more. So all I could do is just respect it. Like, all right, like you know what I'm saying, like just keep it moving. So yeah, no, it's perfectly it's a real thing. Like a girl could just wake up and just not like you no more.
Yeah, no, I'll attest to, I had my moment where I dealt with like a girl who was toxic, and that was like, in my long-term relationship, like, the girl who I like cheated with, that like she was toxic, but it was just kind of like, as I said, like it was kind of exciting, and I'll be honest with that, because it was like, bruh, she just don't care. Like, this is wild, and it was just like, she'll do like little stuff and then just be like, wow, this is different, because I'm so used to dealing with good girls, so it was something different. But then I ultimately I was like, all right, this isn't where, even after me and my ex broke up, I was like, yeah, it's like, this was too much, and then the girl, and I think she realized that, like, I remember during that time we had ended up hooking up in a place where we shouldn't have. And then like it ended up costing me my job, and I don't know if I ever told this story, but yeah, like I don't talk about it much, but it was crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say I never. I mean, if you want to talk about it off camera, we can. But yeah, I never knew this.
I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I was at work. It was after work. I was like about to leave. She was like, I was like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. She was like, oh, me too. She ended up following me into the men's room, and then we ended up like hooking up in there. And then, but where things went left was like the security came in, and so security comes in, right? But it's like we already done and everything. So, and then like when he just like, yo, like you can't be in here, like telling the girl was just like, why you care about your job so much? Like,
oh my gosh, bro. Oh,
dog, I was such like, it is so like, he's just like, yo, you gotta just come out. And then she just like really like just egging it on and doing the most. And so I was like washing my hands, and I was like, oh, all right, let me get up out of here so I could try and diffuse this. And then as I'm walking out, like they're kind of like yelling at each other. And then he's like, okay, I bet. Slams the door to the security room. So as I said, we're at my job. We're at our job. We work together. And I'm like, and then I remember as we were walking out, I was just like, and so now I'm like, my mind is going everywhere. I'm like, bro, this can't be real. And I was just like, yo, why would you do that? Like, I remember saying that to her. I was like, why would you do that? And she was like, I don't know. I guess my tongue gets a little spicy, but you like this spicy tongue, huh? I was like,
oh my
no,
god!
when she said that, I was like, this can't be real right now, bro. She did not just really like what the, and I was like, no, like, bro, we work here, like, and I was just so turned off from that moment. I was like, yeah, so like this is too much. But it's like, shoot, this is what I got myself into. I got myself into the toxic stuff, when dealing with girl. It was exciting up to this point, where it was just like she always liked to push the boundary just a little bit, and we're not, just a little bit, and then I'll be like, all right, I'll kind of, all right, whatever. But this was like the final straw where I was like, all right, this is too much. This is just way too much.
Wait, was this at the 4-letter restaurant?
No.
Okay.
Nah, yeah. Oh boy. That was this was right before that. And it was crazy. The day that happened, the day that, because then like security told the people, and then like the next day I got suspended, and then they were like, we're gonna let you know what we're gonna do from there. Because it was like the place was owned by a bigger corporation. So if it was just HR of that place, they were like, yo, we would kind of overlook this, but this is now a corporate thing, like that some dude in Florida had to overlook the situation, but regardless, the day that the next day when I got suspended, I got an email from the 4-letter place, and they were like, you've been hired. And I was like, look at God.
Yeah, look at God. Look at God. It's crazy.
Not for real, bro. Because the place I was working at that time, bro, when I did all this, it was just so like, that was like the most toxic just work environment I ever worked in, bro. Like,
it sounds like it.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, everybody knew, like at the time, everybody knew I had a girl, but then everybody knew that me and this girl was like doing our thing. And it was even to the point where like another dude tried to talk to her, and then they were like, yo, that's Maurice's girl. And I'm like, I was like, fam, like,
I can't be talking like that.
Yeah, I was like, bro, like I know, like if she want to go do that, But yeah, it was just crazy. It was crazy. But bro, like I knew, like they'll find like bags of cocaine in like the little closet area and stuff. It'll just be madness, bro. It was fun. It was very fun working there. And like I'm still friends with some of the people who I worked there with, but it's just like being there, wild place. But moral of the story is, like you follow into the toxic stuff, and it can be exciting at times until it gets to a point. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I've done stuff at work. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Yo, having the hiccups as a grown man is like wild embarrassing. Super embarrassing. Yeah, no. I mean, I've done stuff at work, but like I've never fully went all the way. Like I've definitely had interactions that was inappropriate. But this is also at a damn, I hate this shit.
Hold your breath, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm trying. This is also at FedEx warehouse, which anybody that's worked at a FedEx warehouse will tell you. One of the most unprofessional settings, just unsafe, unprofessional. So I probably couldn't have got away with that at a real like professional job.
Yeah.
The most I've ever done at my place of employment, I think I was like, I started kind of like kickboxing. This girl was like kickboxing me at work because we was arguing. I don't even know what we were arguing about, but we ended up standing up and like yelling at each other's face. And then she just started like kicking me and then start like hitting me. And then I'm like blocking the punches and the kicks. And so like we kind of all out low key fighting right now in the office. And that was probably the craziest thing that I've done in the place of work.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. That almost sent you to jail.
Man,
what? Was y'all like really going hard on each other?
Yeah, for yeah. Yeah, for a few seconds, I say probably about 15, 30 seconds. Yeah, it was like a real tight. I wouldn't say fight, but like, nah, it got pretty crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It was like real, blocking.
Yeah.
I just have so many questions about how it got to that point. Like,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like most said, it was a toxic work environment. Like it was fun. It was the most fun I've ever had at work, but it was definitely the most toxic. Like I think you need to be bored at work. If you're not a little bored at work, it might be a problem, bro.
Yeah, because all the jobs that I had the most fun at, I ain't gonna lie yet, the craziest places to work, bro. Like, and especially with serving. So it's just like, yeah. I remember those like when I used to work at this one place in Sandy Springs. It was like right after COVID. Like I was working there right before COVID, and then once COVID kind of wore off a little bit, we like got back to it. And bro, we used to be in there like they would like literally we would just be in there like chilling, going through bottles, just like kicking it like on the. And it wasn't like we was like paying for none of this stuff. It would just be like, cause like it was the managers. Like we like the people they made like the wrong people management, bro. Like let's just say that. And so we'll just be in there kicking it, bro. Like be in there until like the sun came up some nights, bro. Like
remember when we was working at the snack shack, bro. You worked the hot dog stand. Sometimes them $10 hot dogs. Yeah. You ever be with someone who like ate 2-3 hot dogs and shit? They just be like you be sitting there and no customers come by for about 15 minutes, so y'all just talking, and then they just kind of as y'all talking go to the back and start making the hot dog. And they do that about 2-3 times, bro. Them $10 hot dogs. I'm like, bro, you know how expensive these hot dogs is? You can't just be eating the supplies like that, because we sold out of hot dogs every dang night too.
I ain't gonna lie. So it wouldn't be 2-3 times, but I definitely made me some hot dogs. Like,
yes, bro. Boy. Oh yeah, no. I've had a hot dog for sure. Like, especially if I was hungry. Oh yeah, I definitely had a hot dog, some chips,
right?
And a hot chocolate with it too.
Facts, bro. I remember it was like one summer they did sandwiches. And so it was like ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, stuff like that. And then we also made grilled cheeses. And then so the grilled cheese, bro, we had to literally sit there and like melt the cheese on the buns and like toast them. Like, bro, it used to be crazy, bro. The lines used to be dummy long, because it is like making a grilled cheese ain't like a quick process, man. But yeah, I used to be back there, bro, like putting stuff together, get like little onions from the hot dog sandwich, throw down my little ham and cheese. I'll melt that guy, bro. I'll be in there. I was chefing it up, bro.
But yeah, man. I think the bottom line is, another one. That same job where I was like blocking the kickboxing. One time, so they hired. I guess they would hear us fight. So like they hired like an older dude to like be in the office with us. Mm-hmm. And then so, on Fridays, we be letting loose a little bit. We work so hard and everything. So, we playing some music, and we always play music, always sing along to it and dance and stuff. But one time it was a Friday and I played Drop It Like It's Hot. And I got up, I started crib walking. And that's when the older dude was like, enough. He like slammed the desk. He said, enough, stop it. Cut off the music, sit down, stop it. And he just went off on us. I was like, dang, bro, like we doing our job, bro. Like we can't do this for 5 seconds, 15 seconds. But he was fed up. He had enough of it, bro.
Dang, so I don't see nothing wrong. It's like having a little fun in the workplace every now and then.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like how phones used to be taboo at work, and now it's like accepted a bit more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the same thing to me, bro.
Bro, one time, dog, it was like when I worked at the 4-letter place, bro. It was New Year's a couple years ago, and it was this one girl that like she was cute and like and like so like she worked in the front. She was like a hostess or whatever, and so but then like she'll get ready to leave, and then she had just told me like, yeah, I'm leaving like soon, and so I was like, okay, and so I think because she was about to leave, she was just like, I don't care a little bit more, you know. So then it was New Year's, so like they're playing like all different types of music or whatever. So they're playing some song. I'm up at the front talking with them, and then so I was like facing like this way, and she was like right behind me, or like I was facing like to the side, and she was like right to the side of me, and then so then she kind of started like twerking a little bit, right? So she started kind of
at the restaurant,
right? Yeah, like bro, New Year's, like yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I might go up there for New Year's this year, bro, because like we had like mad fun in there, but yeah, but so she kind of like twerking a little bit, and then so as I said, I started kind of feeling the vibes from her, like the days leading up, and then she started twerking, so I'm like, well, shoot, I turned and try to catch it, and bro, she turned, she was like, you wasn't supposed to turn, like it was like, oh, my bad, I misread the vibes, I thought you would throw it in for me to catch it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And like I just laughed. I was like, my bad. And I was like, let me go check on my tables.
That's so awkward.
Nah, my boy was in the movie, bro. He had the music playing, everything was in slow motion. He had rest in peace, D'Angelo, man. Rest in peace, D'Angelo, man.
Right. At least it wasn't like crazy. She wasn't like mad. She was just like, you wasn't supposed to turn. I was like, oh, my bad. Shoot.
She was just like, you got a little lost in the movie. Like, wake up from the dream, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, like, hey, because especially in like the serving industry, a lot of the guys around there, they're part of the the alphabet. So it's like, I'm like, bro, I'm a straight male. You can't play with me. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, like it's certain things that, hey, like they gonna go for it that I'm not. But yeah.
Y'all think, Jelani, before you go, y'all think dudes be like faking it?
They be fake rainbow?
Yeah.
I don't know about faking it. I think it's some dudes who might say that they are strictly
one way.
Yes, I was gonna say something else, but yeah, strictly one way, but they're not 100% that way. Like they got a little bit of, let's say they might be 75% in the boys. They still got that 25% where they are attracted to women. So it's like, I wouldn't care about my girl having a gay friend at all, but at the same time, I don't know if I'd be secure enough to where like my girl is gonna be twerking on her. It's crazy. Not to get sidetracked. I feel like we did all that to avoid me saying that word, and I just said it on accident. My bad. But yeah, I wouldn't trip about her having that type of friend. It's just, like I said, I wouldn't be secure enough to, like, I seen a video of, it's like a couple years ago, but people were talking about it when Ari was Moneybagg Yo's girl.
With the hairstylist, yeah.
Yeah. She was twerking on him, like giving him a lap dance, and there was people that was like, well, he is what he is, like he's part of that community. But it's like, he still has the same thing I have between my legs. Like, it's you know what I'm saying? Like I can't have my homegirl who might be in the girls. I can't have her sit on my lap and be like, well, it's all good because she's in the girls. Like that's still a woman at the end of the day, No,
in fact, I will say the difference is they don't like, because I've definitely had like I have quite a few gay homeboys, and then like if we're all around, like especially with the girls, they be like maybe twerk on them or something like that. But it's just like, I think they don't have the same, I guess realistically, like same arousal, like it's like, we'll catch it. And then, you throw that thing a certain way.
The blood starts flowing.
Right. But yeah, so they're going to sit there and just catch it like a girl, like girls should be sitting there catching the twerks. And, but I be feeling like, bruh, I genuinely feel, I'm like, women are so beautiful, bro. I get it for like why like anybody would be attracted. It's just like sometimes with like or like, you know, girls with like big butts and stuff. It's like, why would you not want to feel it? You know, it's like, hey, so I know that sounds crazy, but for real though, it's like, so I get it why like gay dudes be like, they'll be like, shoot, like I'm gonna catch it twerk, like just like girls will be like, I'm gonna catch it twerk. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's part of why it's like more like, for example, like you'll be at the club and you might see like two girls kissing and you're not gonna think nothing of it. It's just like normal late night stuff that happens. But like if you was in a club and you seen two dudes kissing, I'm not saying you'd be homophobic about it, but you might be like, yo, like what they got going on over there? Like what's, you know, because it's like women are so attractive, we don't even look at that as being weird when like two girls kiss each other. It's like, oh, I get that. I understand why that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely a double standard when it comes to stuff like that.
Right.
This was the video that made me think of this yesterday that I saw for the first time. This is Jordan Lucas, and I forgot the dude's name, but he is, you know, a member of the community, allegedly.
Yeah,
and they hugged up like this and talking about, oh, we in love, this and snuggled up. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. I just be looking at stuff like this, like, you not low, bro. Like, that's how I be looking at stuff like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm hurt and I'm projecting, but that's just how I see it.
I think, you know, women just like, and I think like men, like they don't mind it. I think people just like affection. Like, I think people just genuinely just like, you know, because I have one of my homegirls and like one of my homeboys who is gay. Like, we all used to kick it. And like, there'll be times where like, you know, we'll all spend the night. I would sleep on the floor and then they would sleep in the bed. And then I know like the girls sometimes would be like, hey, you want to cuddle tonight? And then like, you know, the dude would just be like, you know, like sometimes like, nah, you know, it'd be like, oh, whatever, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, I think it's just a genuine, like, people just like affection, you know? And I think as guys, sometimes like we don't necessarily understand it because we don't need that much affection. It's like, it's cool to have affection from like your girl and stuff, you know? Like, I'm all for, you know, Little Spoon and all that, but it's like, that's with your girl that you locked in with, you know? It's like, I don't need that just from like anybody. And I think girls more are so used to that and more want that. And then, you know, I think sometimes with, you know, gay men, that's how they be feeling as well. It's just like that, you know, that contact. It's like, why not? You know, it's like, this ain't gonna change nothing about our relationship. And then it's like, neither one of us are going to think anything of it afterwards. So it's like, we could just really have, you know, do what we want here. As opposed to you do it with a straight guy. As I said, you on me like that, like, shorty, you like I'm thinking like we go together. You feel me? It's like, you on me like that, you know? But it's like, yeah. So
yeah, nah, it's like I was saying, like it's just, I feel like that's more so I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I don't know. I do feel like that's more so like a recent thing of like, I think women having gay friends has always been a thing. That's been a thing for a long time. But like the videos of like women twerking and like giving lap dances to that gay to that gay homeboy, I feel like that's kind of like maybe like the last 10 years when we start to see those videos of like women doing that. But on the flip side, it's probably some dudes is 100% into men, and that's just their thing, and they could get a lap dance from a fine, beautiful woman and feel nothing. It's just they homegirl dancing. Like, it is what it is. Like, so to answer your question that you originally asked, like, are some dudes faking? I'm sure that, I don't know if faking is the right word, because that's, you got to think of like how much effort goes into that, of like
and how much scrutiny you take from like society.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just for the chance of like being some fine girl's gay homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even guaranteed that you're gonna find a fine homegirl. You know what I'm saying? So like, Yeah, that's a crazy. If there are guys faking that, that's absolutely insane. Like that's beyond insane right there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's just those things where like men be a little bit bisexual, you know, and so they be kind of like, I am this, but it's still, as you said, that like 25% still like, I do kind of like this too, still too, you know, because a lot of realistically, as I said, like a lot of my homeboys who are gay, they talk about how they had girlfriends like all throughout like high school, you know. Like, you know, of course, it was like to kind of cover things up, but it's like I feel like you found somewhat of like you found them somewhat attractive, you know, to continue the relationship. At least some of them kind of said they did, you know. I don't know if every man is like that. I can't speak for every person of that community. Yo, real quick, you ever been out with a girl and then like we were talking about the whole affection thing and you felt like she was just like showing too much affection and it's
Yeah,
just like,
there's this thing. It was like, hey, I like this and this and this. They were like, hey, if you're thinking about talking to me, just know that I like this and that. And the other stuff, I was like, okay, I understand. I deal with it. You know, some people have needs. And then the thing that was like, I like a lot of PDA. I was like, whoa there, buddy. Like, I'm not a PDA person at all, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm just not. It makes me uncomfortable.
yeah, I'm not a big PDA person either. Never, like I've had my moments, you know, but it's like for the most part, I don't really indulge in it too much. I remember there was at one time though, like in particular, I went out and I met this girl. Like was at the bar. It was like me, Don, and Mike, and you know we just kicking it. We end up like meeting these three girls, and then like so then from there it's like we start talking and we go to like the next spot together, and then we go to like the next spot together, and then like now we're at this after hour spot, right? And so the girl who I was like kicking it with, it was just like you know, like she wasn't really looking for much, like for me to buy her stuff. So I was like, okay, like she cool, I kind of rock with her. But then it was just like when we like by the time we got to like the third spot, it was like she like holding my hand, and I was like, okay, all right, this is interesting for a girl I just met like 3 hours ago, you know. And then like we was at the after hours, and then like I'm sitting on the couch, but I'm on the top part of the couch. She comes and like sits in between my legs, and then like not only that, but it's just like have my like holding my hand, like got my hand like over her, like you know, like we booed up like for real. And like she like holding on to my hand, like and not even just holding my hand, she like kind of rubbing my hand too, you know. And I was just like, this is just a lot, like the girl was like a cute girl. Wasn't like I was like, oh, like nah, this ain't a good look. Like nah, it was like she was a very attractive girl and everything, but it was just like it was just weird. I was like, what's going on here? Like I don't know. And then the night ended crazy because she ended up like I guess her boyfriend ended up like or another dude she was messing with. She was just like hey, take my number. I'm about to leave. I was like okay, and then like she left. And then as she left, like I saw her and this other dude walking. And so
she like, did all that and left with somebody else?
Bro, that's why I was just like,
nah, bro.
I was so confused. Evil. I was just like, wait,
evil, bro.
Bro, like, and then it was funny because then we go to like it's like 6 a.m. We at the Waffle House, the one downtown by like Georgia State. Actually, is it by Georgia? Yeah, I think
Georgia Tech or Georgia State?
I think
they just closed that one too.
I think it was actually by Tech, and but it's like one of the like walk-up ones, you know. So
is okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting caught up on specifics now because now I want to know, like, because I know the walk-up one. There's a walk-up one at the Ferris wheel downtown.
I don't. Nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't. We were downtown. We were by the underground. So,
okay.
I don't remember exactly where we were, but I know it was a walk-up one. It was one that I remember like I've been to it before, but it's been so many years. But it was funny. So like because I said it was a 3-on-3 the entire time. So then as they were leaving, like so then like Don comes up to me and just like, yo, like they finna go to Waffle House. You trying to go to Waffle House with them? So I'm like, okay. Like I'm thinking like me and my shorty kind of just like we just exchanged numbers. This was it, you know? And then I see her walking with old dude after he asked me if we're going to Waffle House. So I was like, okay, bet, let's go. But I was like, so now I see that, I was like, well, all right, I guess, you know, I'm gonna play it cool, you know? I'm like, clearly I was just a dude for the night, you know, like whatever. And so we get there, and then so like I was like in the car chilling at first. And then I was like waiting, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get out in a second. This man Don, when he walked up to old girl, he was like, he see old girl with Buddy and was just like, yo, what you doing? You was just with my mans. Bro. So like as I was in the car at the time, so I didn't know. So then he walks back to the car and he's like, bruh, yo, I just checked Shorty, bruh, because she over here with old dude. Like, I'm like, yo, you was just with my mans. I was like, bro, you did not. And he's like, yeah, bro. Like, he ain't finna do my mans like that. I was like, no, bro, no.
Bro said he was ready to fifth wheel playing P at the
Right.
Waffle House, eat his waffles in silence. Like, what happened to your girl? Man, I don't know, you know, but hey, I just met her tonight, so I ain't tripping too. He was
Right.
gonna play cool, and Don blew it up.
Bruh. So then, like, once I got out the car, so eventually I get out the car because I'm gonna order some food, and so I see her with Buddy, and then it was just like a little.
So they went to Waffle House afterwards,
bro. This happened at Waffle House.
Oh, so
yeah,
y'all went to Waffle House, and that's when she got the dude number.
No, she didn't get dude number. She was like walked out. I think that was like her dude. I was just aside for the night, and then because like yeah. So it wasn't like she like she went and got another dude number. No, she got my number. Like we kicked it the whole night. She got my number.
Went back home.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
That's why I was just like, bro, what is going on? But then that's when I said, like, I was in the car. Don went in before me to the Waffle House, or went to the Waffle House to walk, and then was like, yo, you was just with my mans. What you doing? In front of her dude. And that's why I was just like, bro, no. And yeah, I got out the car, and then like I was just like, I was playing it off like I was like, what's up, y'all? You know, like but then I ultimately fumbled, like, because he did that, but then like at this point, you know, we've been pretty lit. We've been, you know, on the vibes all day. So I'm cracking jokes. And then I had made some joke. I can't even remember what I said, but I made some joke about the situation. But I didn't realize her and dude was right behind me. And I remember when I said it, I saw like Don's face was just like, bro. like yo. And then like I turned around and they were like looking at me. And then I was just like, all right. I was like, okay, yeah, that's dead. I was like, I'm not even gonna use the number now. You got it. Like this is dead. But yeah, so yeah, that was moral of the story is Shorty showed way too much affection.
See, this is one where I gotta disagree with you guys, because I'm a big fan of PDA. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But it also depends on like where we at too, though. Like, cause I've definitely, if we like outside of a bar, like late night or something like that, I feel like anything goes. You know what I'm saying? Like you see me, or not even me, like you see somebody making out with somebody outside of a bar, like 2 a.m. I feel like you should mind your business, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, if you somewhere where kids is at or something like that, and y'all rubbing all over each other, then it's like, okay, bro, y'all doing too much right now. Like, this is kind of wild. Like, if you at the pool and there's kids there, and you laid up with your girl, and she got the cheeks out, and you rubbing the cheeks and all, it's like, bro, this ain't the time and place for that. You know what I'm saying? But if we had a party, or even in the situation he was talking about, like going to a restaurant or something like that, and it's like Waffle House, it's 2 a.m. Like, yeah, I'm you know, I'm definitely with that. But I'm also, I'll be the first to tell you, like, I'm a light skinned Scorpio, and I fall in love with women within like the first 36 hours of meeting them. So I wouldn't advise everybody to follow my guidelines when it comes to how I deal with women. But yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of PDA. Not gonna lie to you.
All right, so here's the thing, right? It is like my story is kind of similar to most, but it's not at the same time. It was like the last person I've really like actually liked was all the way in June. When I met them, and I was out of town and things, I was about to say things of that sort. I was out of town, and so I invited someone to come out of town, just to be out there with me because I didn't want to go by myself, dolo, everything, So they said, okay, cool, I'll come out with you. We were just on some, hey, this is just friends, this is just homies type thing. Like I set the boundaries, like this is what it is. Woo woo. So they like, okay, they kind of fell in line with the little guidelines I kind of set. So they go off, do their thing out when we out of town and in the town. I go off, do my thing. When I go off, do my thing, I link up, I meet this dude, and then we meet these girls, and we run a 2-on-2. So it's a 2-man. So like, you know what I'm saying? We lit the whole day. Next day, old girl decides she want to tag along, home girl. And boy, man, what? I mean, on my body, like on my body, dog, like on my arm, on my doing this, and they asking, oh, y'all know each other? She go, yeah, this my friend, but she touched my chest when she say it. I'm just like, oh my goodness, dog. Like I'm trying to like keep my distance from her. Every time I like back up a couple steps, she back up a couple steps. She always in my vicinity. And then the girl that I really actually liked was right there, like, and she was kind of by herself looking. And then the other girl was talking to my homeboy, or the dude I just met. We all, just stranger friends out here, a stranger group. So, my dude, he come up to me and he like, yo, like, homegirl looking like, what happened? Like, where this girl come from? And I'm like, bruh, trust, it ain't nothing like that. This my homegirl. I don't know why but homegirl would not get off of me, bro. The whole time she was just blocking, just playing defense, setting screens, everything, bro. Like, so because of that, that's another reason why I hate PDA, because you're making a block hot. You blocking my other opportunities for potential blessings out here. Like the girl with Mo, if she knew she had a home to go home to, why is you blocking Mo's blessings? You can a little flirty every now and again, doing the whole lean on me in between my legs when I'm sitting on top. You're doing the most. I don't have a chance with nobody else in this establishment now because you want to do the most. Keep the PDA. No, I'm anti PDA, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought she was my blessing for the night. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It wasn't until the very end, bro, that I was like that. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. But but I feel you though. It depends on the situation. If me and a shorty locked in, like it's like little stuff like your situation where it's like if it's like somewhere I am like gonna be looking for other opportunities while in the spot, then it's like calm down, don't be doing too much. But if it's like, we locked in already, it's like I ain't finna be looking in. It's like, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, and then to Jelani point, like I feel you, like I don't know. I guess I'm not gonna be making out. Like I did the one time when I was like 24, bro. I had made out with this girl in the middle of the club, like on the dance floor. And and I remember like I did that, and then like everybody once we got done, I remember like not actually what stopped us was I heard somebody was like, yo. and then I was just like, oh, and then I saw like people looking like yo, like, and I was like, oh, am I doing a lot right now? And I could just tell, like, yeah, they were like, okay. So, and I heard somebody say, somebody's a little too lit. And I was like, yeah. It kind of scarred me, bro. Like,
See, that's how I know we come up during like a whack era of the club. Because bro, people used to be in the club. Yes, yes.
no.
People used,
Every
bro.
time
People,
I'm around someone in public and they making out, I feel uncomfortable. I don't care
In the
if I'm
club?
acting like I don't see them and I'm looking. I feel uncomfortable outside and they against a brick wall and they just and he cuffing the cheeks and they just like I feel uncomfortable and I'm just walking to the gas station to get some water. I feel uncomfortable every single time.
you should be able to make out in the club. In the club, on Bourbon Street, it's certain spots, bro. Like we in the club. What's the point? Why are we here? We just here to pop
You can
bottles.
dance.
But that's what happens. We dancing, and we caught a vibe, and then it went from there. Like as long as if you hands and pants and stuff like that, like or body parts is out, then it's like okay, you're doing a lot right now. But like just kissing, I feel like you should be able to make out with somebody in the club and like not be judged for that.
Feels like y'all ever seen like y'all parents kiss someone? Like you feel uncomfortable. That's how I feel watching strangers kiss in public.
I feel like that. I feel like there's time and places. There's time and places, you know. And I do feel like looking back on it in the middle of the dance floor, like where everybody dancing and then it's just us making out. That is a lot, you know, low key. But I think if we was like to the side in the club doing that, I don't think it would have been as bad. But I think it's just like you in the middle of like I'm trying to hit my 2-step and then it's just you over here like going at it. It's like, all right, my boy, like yo, go over there. You feel me? Like so I agree. I agree with both sides. Cause as I said, like time and place. If you in the like, yeah, if you like ducked off, then hey, do your thing. Like, oh yeah, they over there lit, you know. But then if it's like in the middle, like they about to play finito, and you over here like I can't even really get into my bag, you know, like
Making out to finito is crazy.
Okay, so when you put it like that, then I get what you're saying, but it also depends on what the vibe is in the club. Because like you said, finito, like that's not the type of vibe probably where you can be making out with a girl. But at the same time, like if it's an R&B night or if it's, you know what I'm saying, like the DJ doing an R&B set or something like that and the vibe is right, like, yeah, no, I definitely feel like you should. I don't know. I just feel like the club scene is like, I feel like people really used to be in the club wilding. Like people used to be on the floors humping each other and stuff like that. I feel like our generation is pretty
I'm
tame.
glad that is gone.
That's crazy. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I feel like
You could dance standing up.
yeah, but like
I'm team anti-kissing strangers too. I was talking to Mo. We was talking about this right a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
I'm team anti-kiss strangers because some strangers be having, you know what I mean? The
That's
level of
a fact.
Delonte West. Shout out to Delonte West.
yeah, you gotta use discernment when it comes to doing stuff like that. You definitely gotta like, cause you definitely gotta be careful and mindful of who you can. But at the same time, sometimes it's just like it's the rush. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yo, I don't know this person. Like
It's the
you know what I
thrill
mean?
of it all.
Literally, like it's the thrill of the situation. Like it's not, especially if you didn't plan on doing that night. Like if you just went out that night, like on some chill, you know, say I'm gonna go out tonight, see what night, and then you end up, you know what I'm saying, like pulling a girl that night. It's like it's extra exciting because you didn't see that happening. Like this wasn't on the schedule for you to be making out with this girl in the club.
No,
I definitely don't think we should have made the move on like the 3 girls or whatever, or 2, whatever. Because there's really only 2 girls that we all were kind of interested in, and Mo and I were interested in the same girl. So I don't even know how that would have worked out. And then, you know, the other girl would have felt left out. So it was like, that just wasn't going to happen. That wasn't a successful play.
I think, and then honestly, like sometimes you gotta read this situation. Like I think, excuse me, I think like sitting back and watching. Like I like to a lot of times, like I'll kind of sit back and see, like, all right, how are these women moving? And then it's just like, I see that they're like kind of in their own vibe of like we just want to enjoy each other, then it's just like, all right, let me not disturb that,
You have on a jersey after the game.
Yeah, like they clearly from Atlanta, we're just here. And then as I said, like I saw like other dudes like try to talk to them earlier and then them like move away. And then I was like, okay, like that's what kind of like made me be like, I ain't gonna really even try and go too crazy and like try and hop on that because I'm like, I feel like they on they like I just want to chill,
I should have hollered at the girl with the glasses though. Even if I got curved, like I should have just.
I think you had a chance with her. I think if any of them, that would have been the one because she seemed the most like willing to, like if I ain't want to call it open, you feel me, like, but
I should have just bought her like a drink or something like that. But
that would have been playing. My dad, I remember when I was like 18, bro. My dad taught me to move. He was like, I ain't never use it, but he was like, yeah, you know what you do, bro? When you in the club, you buy a girl a drink, and then you hand your number with the drink, and then like you just like walk away. And then it's like, yo, if you want to use it, use it. If you don't, it is what it is. I ain't finna put no pressure on it. And then the girl gonna feel like, oh dang, And it's just like, and I was like when I was younger, I was like, don't know if I'm gonna do that. To be giving out free drinks. But now that I'm older, I see how that could be real player. How it's like, 100%. Hey, but because I think it is best when it's like you try and like holler at a girl, but it's like I ain't finna put too much pressure on it. You feel me? It's like, hey,
the less words, the better.
It's like you should have bought her a drink and just been like, man, I just wanted to give you this because you beautiful. Like, I just thought you were beautiful. I noticed you. Like, I just, wanted to give you this, and then just kind of walk away. Then leave it up to her to.
See, the thing is, though,
yeah,
like I don't know if I probably would have had to. I probably would have had to like ask her. See, the thing is, like women not trying to take drinks from random men, like just me just handing it to her. So I probably would have had to. I don't know. I would have had to ask her like, "Do you want me to get you something from the bar?" So she know that I'm going to the bar. But I feel like if I just showed up with the drink, like, "Yo, I got this for you." I don't know if she would really
know it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I don't know if she Molly and the champagne. Yeah, I don't know if she would have, been so welcoming to that. So it's definitely an art to buying a woman a drink for sure in 2025.
Nah, that's a fact. And it's always better to do shots. If you like, especially, and I get you with that because it is like just popping up in the middle of the dance floor, like, hey, I got this for you.
Yeah. Like, nigga, what? Like, I'm not drinking this from you.
Right. But if it's like if y'all both at the bar, by the bar or something, then it's just like, yo, like you want to do some shots, something like simple like that. Then it's like, okay, it ain't that crazy. Or it's just like, yo, like let me get you a drink where they can physically see the bartender make the drink and you give it to them, something of that nature. But yeah,
not to be too local. Have you been to Dive Bar in Buckhead?
Yes.
How did you like it?
It was fun. I've been there like a handful of times. Like the girl who I was telling you about, like we actually went there that night. That was one of the spots we went to. But yeah, I had fun. Every time I've been, it's always been like great music. The shorty be in there. And it'd be good vibes. It'd be a cool little vibe in there.
Yeah, I've accepted like those are type of spots where, because I'll be seeing it on my TikTok feed, like the places that are technically bars, but they be having dance floors. Like those are my type of spots. Like the lounges, the club. There's nothing wrong with having a section if you got the right people in there, but it's like I actually want to go somewhere where people are dancing and like I don't know. I don't want to have to spend a bunch of money on bottles in order to like, have a certain image or something when I go out.
Nah, I feel you on that. Yeah, Dive Bar definitely not like that. So that actually would be like cool little spot to check out. Man, last time I went there, bro, I went with my homegirl and she knew security. And then so security about to let her in for free and then try to charge me. And then he was like, yeah, 20. And I was like, bro, I'm not gonna pay 20. And then she was like, "Are you trying to charge him?" No, he's getting in for free. And I was like, right. And yeah, then he was just like, "All right, you good, bro." Yeah, because it was like also security was trying to holler at her. Like it was a guy that she knew that like was trying to kind of talk to her and everything. So I was like, yeah, she was just like, yeah, like we're not going in there unless you give it to him, like let him in for free. And he was like, all right, you good? Come on.
Girls have superpowers, bro.
Bro, they do. They really do, bro. Like,
Go ahead, Mom.
I was just gonna say, if like they always talk about the girl who knows the bouncer and stuff like that, you know. But hey, the girl who knows the bouncer gets you in places. I had a girl get us in. I went to a Hawks game with this girl one time, and she knew one of the guys that was like security at I think it was Phillips at the time still. And yeah, ended up taking us to one of the suites. Just like,
bro, no, that escalated heavy. Like I was just like, yeah, she got us into like section 104 or something. Nah, you said one of the suites. Nah, that's pool. If you don't know,
right.
Oh no, women are powerful.
Jelani, I was telling Mo earlier. I was like, I have the scout of life. I think life is like the biggest scout experience that you can have, life experience. Because today, you know, after past experiences of dealing with women who are into anime and cosplay, all of those things, the way that I shot my shot, because she responded with the thank you again. It's the second time she responded with the thank you. Even though it's thank you, and the first one had a thank you with 2 exclamation points, and the second one was a thank you with 1 exclamation point, I'm like, you still responding. I have a chance. So I went in, I shot the shot, and I said, yo, I don't even know what part of the world you're in, on the planet you're in, region of the planet you're on. But let's get some ramen. I didn't word it like that. It was more, you know, comfortable or conversational, but I asked her out to ramen, and because, you know, I just know if she into anime, Asian stuff, cosplay, she probably into ramen. And that's a different day, and it's specific. The best scout is life.
What
So
is she?
Did you respond? Yeah.
Yeah, what she say in return?
To be determined.
Okay. Hey, no, that's real. That's real.
You got to think, right? Folks like with like 38K, bro.
Oh, so it's, yeah, you, yeah. So sometimes you just gotta throw them. I've definitely DM'd a girl that had like 100,000 followers, and I knew this shot was not going in the basket at all. But it was like, you know what? I'm gonna just throw this 4th and 25 Hail Mary right quick, just see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Be going in. They be going in sometimes.
Depending on the situation, it can happen. But you just gotta understand that it's like when it comes to it's women that don't even have close to that many followers that get shot at every day. You know what I'm saying? Just because they beautiful women walking around. So it's like a beautiful woman that has a bunch of followers on social media too. Like you got to think about how often she's getting hit on in real life and on social media. But she probably got to do is DM her at least once or twice a day. So it might be hard to stand. You might not even have a bad approach. It's just like from her perspective, it's like, nah, like it's too much. Like, you know, but I think about that a lot. Like how often or like how annoying that might be if you were like a beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying? Like just how often you get hit on, you know what I'm saying? But like then again, it's probably a gift and a curse for them because it gives them certain opportunities. Like we was just talking about, like we getting in the club and stuff like that. But then you got to deal with, you know, a lot of the other stuff that comes with being an attractive woman.
I think it's difficult for people to take you seriously when you're an attractive woman.
Oh, I know a woman. I don't know her personally at all. Like just through social media, like I'm aware of her. It's like a woman that's like insanely bad, like 1% bad. She has like hundreds of thousands of followers, but she's a lawyer. Like she's legally like a lawyer. But it'll be dudes in the comments of her post like, "Yo, you're not really a lawyer, or you don't take your job seriously. How you wearing bikinis and you a lawyer?" It's like, bro, like she can't do both. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I feel like it's definitely harder for pretty women to be taken seriously sometimes.
No, definitely. You know, it's interesting. I met this like, you know, back when I used to work at the four letter place, it was like a bunch of people that it's funny that like I've said the name of this place so many times and now we're just gonna call it the four letter place. But
The four-letter place is ESPN. For those of you who don't know, it's Mo used to work at ESPN.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, true. Shout out to Stephen A.
But yeah, you know, back when I used to work there, you know, I used to see a lot of beautiful women come in, you know, and you know, it would just be all types of, you know, some that are clearly like, oh, this beautiful came in and she's using like she's getting by on her looks, you know. But then you meet some women who are like gorgeous, but then it's like you could tell they got like they be on their stuff, you know, they got businesses, blah blah blah, you know, and I remember it was this one group of women that I had met. And then I ended up seeing one of them on Instagram like later. So then I was like, oh, when I saw her, I remember I was like, bruh, she's so fine. And I saw her friends. Remember I was telling one of my homeboys about it. I was like, bruh, like this is like, cause they were super nice. They were just like real down to earth and everything. And they're just beautiful. So I was like, man, like this group of women were probably like my favorite table I ever like, served. I was telling somebody, and then he was like, bruh, all them girls probably, you know, they probably be doing X, Y, and Z for their money, you know. And I was like, well, nah, cause like you know, talking with them and then like hearing their conversation, it was like they seem like they got businesses, you know. So it seemed like they got their own stuff and like all their cards and stuff are in their name and all that stuff, you know, because like I'm seeing what they're paying with, you know. So and he was just like, man. Bro, it's just some dude depositing the money into their accounts. I'm telling you, bro, girls like that, like they ain't really doing nothing. And it was just like, and I was just like, bro, so like it's like, I feel you because I don't know exactly the ins and outs of what all these women do, you know. But I'm like, especially from their conversations, you can hear like. I'm like, bro, one clearly got a business, you know, and it's like they didn't seem like they needed no man for nothing. It was just kind of like they probably have men who pay for stuff for them, you know, but it's just like, but I think that's just comes, like you said, comes with being a beautiful woman that men are just going to automatically assume like, nah, like, yeah, she says she does this. Oh, she got a lash business. Okay. Oh, she got a bikini, you know, blah, blah. It's like, but sometimes the businesses do be popping, you know. Like sometimes the girl really be doing nails. Sometimes they really be lawyers or whatever, you know.
You know what baddies be for real?
What?
Real estate agents.
Facts.
Especially in Atlanta.
See, that's a whole nother discussion right there. That's a whole nother podcast, man. Because it's a lot of. I'll be very interested.
I was about to say, are you referring the scenes from like
no,
movies,
I'm not referring to those scenes.
Okay, I was about to say the fictional movies because those are fictional movies.
No. I'm very curious as to what the hiring practices are of some of these real estate firms. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if you got like one. I want to know: are y'all hiring people based off their ability to sell houses or like how attractive they are? Because
it reminds me of the election, right? So one time at the Black Journalist Convention, it was I met these girls from NPR, and shouts out to NPR, everybody like that. And I was like, how do you feel to know your entire job is to analyze like the ins and outs of elections and these politicians and their policies from top to bottom, and then to realize that majority of Americans are just going to vote for somebody because they seem like a cool person to get a beer with. And they were like, well, you know, but they didn't really have an answer for it because they knew that was true. Like you know that most people aren't going to vote for Hillary because Hillary is a woman, or most people aren't going to vote for Kamala because Kamala's a woman. And as simple as it is, or someone's not going to vote for this person, or someone's going to vote for this person because they're black, or, you know, et cetera, or Asian or Hispanic, you know, goes down the line. There's simple things like that it comes down to that most that kind of tips the scale. And I think it's the same thing over at real estate. It's like you go to school, you build up all the skills, you got the people skills, you can sell a gazillion houses, but like at the end of the day, who, you know, someone more likely to buy from a pretty face. Because, like, you know, we just be making. Okay, I won't say me. I won't say we. I'll say myself. I'll take accountability. I'll make some stupid decisions financially for a pretty woman to impress her, to try to prove to the fact that I got some money. And just be stupid. It just be just doing stupid stuff. I will buy a house from an attractive woman. I done signed the lease to an apartment and a couple states ago because the lady in the front office was cute. And I want in the leasing office was cute. And I ain't trying to, you know, keep going to apartments. We done went to about 3-4 that day. You know, I already started work at my new job in this new state. I was just like, man, go ahead, man. The girl cute. Let me go ahead and sign the lease, bro. So I could see her at least once a month when I give her my money order for the rent. And I mean, we still cool, but I mean, that girl just ended up getting married. And I don't know, it was like the Hooters thing and the strip club thing of these people, they'll flirt with you and make you feel like you got a chance, but you know, you really don't know them. It's a whole separate life.
I think, excuse me. I think, you know, realistically, you know, in any type of sales, more attractive people do better because, like, you will most likely engage with them a little bit more because of their looks, you know? And I said, like, and I think that's why, like, coming from, like, the service industry, most of the people I worked with were women, you know, because people understand, like, people are going to gravitate more towards women, and most of them were, like, attractive women, you know, because it's like I remember at one place I worked at, like, I had another manager that when I left that, like, yeah, you know, I like that place. And, you know, one thing I liked about it is, like, everybody there was attractive. Like, he straight up said, he was just like, yeah, if like every person that worked there, like, I genuinely felt like they were all attractive, you know, and that adds to the experience sometimes, you know. So sort of like in real estate, you know, if somebody go get their real estate license and then it's just like you're a pretty face and then, you know, you're able to close deals a little bit better because of your smile. You know, you start smiling at somebody and it's not even like the person may be thinking like, I'm going to see you again, because you're not really going to see your real estate agent after you close the deal. But it's just like you're going to be more enamored by what they got to say, like, as opposed to, like, I remember, like, where I work now, you know, I'm in sales currently. And there's this one dude that came, this manager from another site that came. And, bro, his teeth, bro, crazy. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like it. But, you know, crazy, like, he was, like, a really good salesman. So he had a good, like, talk game, you know? So, like, it worked out for him. But I remember thinking, and I was telling my coworker this, I was like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'll never stop for no dude that look like this. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Buddy teeth was like OD, bro. He was missing so many teeth. So many of them was rotten. Like, it was just wild. And I'm like, bro, like, that's not who I'm trying to talk to. Like, cause then it's also goes into the trust of, like, if you can maintain your health, then I can trust you to like give me good information to, like, know what you talking about. It's like, you can't even brush your teeth every day, bro. Like, I don't want nothing from you, you know? Like, that's just how I personally feel. And there's a lot of people who probably feel like I feel, you know? So I get where it's just like, you know, you hiring people off of looks offered there, but it's just like, if you have your license, it's like, what qualifies somebody to be a better real estate agent than the other, you know? It's like being able to talk to people and being able to attract people in, you know? So.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is about getting the job done. So I'm definitely not knocking no woman who you know does real estate or whatever. It just be fascinating watching. I feel like that's I'm not gonna say new, but I feel like that's like, it's like certain jobs that you associate with Instagram models. Like, we're talking about like Lash Tech. I remember it was an era like early Instagram, like the Instagram baddies was like doing taxes for a while. There was the flat tummy tea era of Instagram, where, like, they were selling that. I feel like that's in the last few years, that's been the way for the Instagram models, is transitioning to becoming a real estate agent. It's just fascinating to see, like, you know, even a job like that can be affected by sexuality. You know,
Everything is.
that's
It's
a fact.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna expose myself right here. We got one person watching, so there's a chance that this might be the one person. But most of the content, like Christian, like content creators that I like follow or whatever, like I initially clicked on their stuff because like I thought they looked good, and I was like, oh, and they believe in God, and then that was the hook. And then what kept me there was like the content of their message. It was good stuff. It was engaging. The videos were good. But the initial thing that made me click on the video, the thumbnail, was I thought they looked good.
Nah, I feel you on that. Cause there's definitely a few girls on Instagram that like I'll see and I'll click on it and then just or like they'll like pop up on my timeline and then I'll be like, and they talking about God. I'm like, oh, okay, and you bad, and you talking about God, okay, like let me go. And then it's always funny, like the godly baddies always just seem like they got just like a little bit of like glow about them,
Bruh, man, let me tell you something, man. It ain't nothing like a P31. I'm glad we landed on this side of the podcast and things like that. Because I said things like that. So I'm probably at like 6 for the episode. But it's just ain't nothing like a P31, bro. Like I feel like that's the standard, to be honest, because they the perfect mixture of like what you want in a wife and stuff like that. Oh, she bad, he did that, but she also has the morals, and it's like, oh man, this is like what I want for the mother of my children, and leading the legacy. And shout out all the P31s for sure.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There was this one time I saw this one girl. She was giving a testimonial about how she was a very attractive girl. She was like y'all, this time last year I was a stripper and I was an OnlyFans, did OnlyFans, and now like God saved me, and she'll read, and then I had a second, and God forgive me. I had a second. I was like, I wonder if she still got any of that content.
he said, I wonder what her name was. He looking at the Instagram name. He said,
No, but for real, I was like, it was funny because I was literally like, and I caught myself. I was just like, bro, you wrong. Like, let me get off her page. Hey, but God working on us one step at a time, man.
Yeah, nah, that's gonna be a real thing, and I feel like it's already happening. Like a lot of women that might have been on certain websites a few years ago, like trying to wipe that stuff away. But it's like, even if you delete the account, it's still like people could just Google certain stuff. Like it's hard to get rid of certain stuff like that forever. You know what I mean? I don't think they should be held to that forever. Like if you do that and then you move on with your life and you find whatever it is that you're doing in your next chapter, like I think you should be able to move on. But like realistically, it don't always work like that. Like you see it with like Mia Khalifa ain't done that in like over a decade, I think.
Yeah, like
she been involved with.
She said in interviews, I think she said like I only filmed like 3 to 5 movies. It was it was some number like really low like that.
Yeah, this was like 2013, 2014. I don't know what that was, but yeah, like so that was 11, 12 years ago. People still hold her to that. There's still people. She done did all types of stuff. Like she's a photographer now. Like
I was about to say, Mia Khalifa be tweeting like #Free Palestine, and then people be like, "Oh, of course you have." And I'm like, bro, keep bringing up this video or thing from 2015. Go ahead, Charles.
I think she had an OnlyFans for a good minute though.
She did, but I don't know if she was, you know what I mean, like all the way wilding. Was she? I mean, I don't know.
No, and I don't think she was like.
Okay, that's
but I was like, but I think it's like that thing where you talk about like I don't know why people still associate me with this, but then it's like you got an OnlyFans that people are going to like look at. Whereas like even if you're not doing like the full content on there, it's like
Rose.
Yeah, it's like people are still going to associate you with like that's going to make it harder for people to look at you different, in a different light.
I don't think Ruby Rose should have stopped making music. Like Ruby Rose said she missed music. She said that she appreciated DDG for telling her to start OF, but she also hated DDG for telling her to start OF because like that's all she was known for and she couldn't do anything else in life without having that affiliated with her, attached to her name. And so she tried to come back to music. She was like, I'm so hyped for music. She was hyping up the single. You already know it's remember we talked about it on one episode on this own podcast. She dropped it, she performed it a couple times, and then she just kind of like went back to accepting being a social media influencer. And I feel like Ruby, if you really wanted to do music, just keep dropping the music, bro. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And if you're still signed to a label, because I remember she was signed when she did the. He said he got a big mouth. Got a big mouth. Like she was signed back then. If you're still signed, and they don't want you to drop because your last single didn't do too well, YouTube drop something. If music is your true passion, do music to the point where people got to force to, or the people who like your music are gonna find your music.
Right. Nah, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I think she still, can always drop it, get back out there. But yeah, I don't know why she stopped it. Well, I'll never forget Cardi B years ago they asked her like, who do you think is gonna be like the next like girl to really like pop? And she was just like, I think Ruby Rose. And that always like stuck out to me. 'Cause I was like, Ruby Rose? And yeah, but I just don't think her music, I think she had like the sex appeal for her, but I don't think, her music never really hit like that.
Ruby Rose is a double XL freshman, bro.
Yeah. Yo, real quick, me and Khalifa, newest, she still has OnlyFans, new exclusive content every single day. So, yeah, she's still on that. Like, she ain't completely off of it. So that's why it makes it harder for people to be like, to separate her from it.
Well, it depends too on what she posting on there too, though, because it'd be some women scamming on them OnlyFans.
But like, I mean, I was about to say what Jelani said. You are Jelani. What Mo was saying, it's a stigma to it, bro. Like, even if you're doing nothing but bikini pictures and Instagram photos or racy bikini, like the same stuff that you can post on Instagram, regardless if you're doing that, there's still a stigma, like what comes with it if you have a OF, if you have a link in bio.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't mad at her, capitalize on and then still do your other stuff, but it's just like
you just can't get mad.
Yeah, don't expect people to see you in this completely different light when it's just like, yeah, nah, like, yeah, like it's like it's unfortunate that a lot of you girls are kind of seen the certain way. But like my thing is, like, I saw the clip of India Love talking about how she stopped doing OF because of her like they started sending the pictures to like her little brother and her nephews and stuff. And then like I'm looking in the comments and they're like, well, like you mad that they sending it, but you're sending them like random photos to strangers. Like, like, come on, be realistic. You're delusional. And it's like, I don't see nothing wrong with OF. It's like, if you want to capitalize and then like, but I don't think that's completely different. If people want to subscribe to me and see the content I make, like that doesn't mean that it's okay for them to send it to my little brother and like, or send it to like her nephews. Like I don't know. I feel like people be really trying to look down on these girls who do OF, and I'm like, yo, they self-made, they making money, bro. And it's like, y'all want to sit here and look down on it, and it's like a lot of y'all girls sitting here struggling to pay your bills. You might need to make OnlyFans, like. Like just to keep it a buck, it's like, bro, like don't be mad at somebody who found a way to make money. Like I'm gonna say something controversial for the Black community. Hey, Slick Dan like OF, but but I think like when the Black community was so mad at Kylie for being a self-made billionaire, and I know for me I was like, well, I mean, like, yeah, she comes from money, but it's at the same time like the rest of the family ain't a billionaire. And I'm like, y'all be so mad at people for making their money and being like, or like mad at Kim K or like the Kardashians in general. Like I respect them, like, because I'm like, bro, they continuously find ways to capitalize and monetize things. And it's like, it's not only just like they have other things where like you got Kim with Skims, you got Kylie with the Kylie, cosmetics or whatever that like a lot of people like, it's not like they're putting out like crappy stuff and people just buying it. It's like, it's good quality stuff. So I'm like, I don't see nothing wrong with that, but people always get mad these just see them as only girls who, I don't know, they always look down on them. And I'll be like, bro, like they getting money. They found a way to get money. You want to get money and you mad at them for getting money, So that's how I personally feel.
Yeah. First, I say I halfway agree with that. I agree with the latter part and the overall message because like we started this whole thing. Like I communicate with people in the SW industry and things of that sort. I just said it again 7 times. So like, I get it. And everything you said is true. And there would be no money in it if there weren't any customers. If there were no consumers, there would be no money. So it's like, it's a two-way street here. Someone has to buy it. Someone has to pay for it. On the other end, I would say this with Kylie in particular. I understand why black people would be mad because Kylie, excuse me, she initially went viral and went into business with the lip thing. And that was kind of just, she made money and went viral and built a whole business model off of kind of black features. Like, get these black features doing this. And if a black girl did the same thing, or sold things that catered to black people and black women with features, and we highlighted and modeled black women with these type of features already, they wouldn't make nearly as much money as a white woman doing it. So I understand like people's just general frustration with stuff like that. Go ahead, Mo.
But I think it's just like, if you see there's a market, somebody's going to do it. So it's just like,
but a black woman would never become a billionaire off of that. Like,
I mean, no, I feel you on that, but I'm saying like, and that sucks. That does suck. But it's like, I'm not going to get mad at Kylie for doing what some other person would have eventually done and would have capitalized on this and would have still made all the money. When it's like, I have the idea now. Like, and it's like, and I get it. It's like, it is unfortunate that a black woman would not be able to monetize it because it's like, as well as she has, because of her name and her brand that's already established, but and that is very unfortunate, but it's just like, at the same time, like, I can't be mad at somebody for seeing that, well, this is an opportunity. This is a market that has a need, and it's just like, if I don't feel the need, somebody will. And then I'm gonna be sitting here like, what does she, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like you're being an ally at that point for just not feeling the market. Like, I like genuinely it'd be, and I guess you could have maybe brought on, and I don't know who her whole team is. I don't know how many black people are on her team, if she has any black people on her team, and so like, that is a discussion that can be had. But I just think realistically, it's just like, if you see there is like a market that has a need, and it's like, somebody eventually going to fill it. It's just like, why would you not? That's why I say it's like not everything is about money, but realistically, I'm like, a lot of this stuff do be about money at the end of the day, and it's like, I don't see, and it'd be okay. Last thing I'll say, now I'll let you talk, but I feel like it'd be different if she stole the entire idea from a black like creator, and then it was just like, then they took it to the moon, and then it was just like, oh, so look, like, this is X, Y, and Z. But I think it would have been a fresh idea, and as I said, she expanded it to where Kylie Cosmetics is just like, I would say that was like the most popular thing, but like, overall, she does like all cosmetics, and like, I've heard from a lot of women that it's very good quality stuff, So that's why I feel like I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna be mad at her for capitalizing on a business idea, just like any other person would. It's like, oh, okay. Actually, one last thing I'll say, because then it's like also there's a lot of industries that realistically a black person not gonna make as much money as a white person, especially who already has the branding. Like if we talk about real estate, they're like, if she was to get into maybe real estate, but like maybe tech or something of that nature, it's just like if a black woman was to get into it, it would be harder for her to get to those $1 billion levels. She won't have the same access. But then it's like, I think at that same time, it's like, if you get into it and you make the money off of it, it's just like, you can't be mad that they made the money. And then like, because black people wouldn't have made as much money in it, because that's just a realization of almost like every industry,
I'll say this. I say, who do we know that was around Kylie coming up? I know off top, Carl Anthony Towns' girlfriend, Jordan Woods, and Sheck West ex. What's her name? Sky?
Justine Sky?
Justine Sky. Thank y'all. Both of them were like two of her besties at the time. What if, okay, because people were saying it as soon as she started doing that. Oh, crazy. Pause.
Yeah, that was wild.
No. I was trying to show what Kylie was doing. Kylie was doing the thing with the lips, with the little, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That was giving her the lip thing. So when she was doing it, people were having a discussion of she's, black futurist, this and that. If I'm Kylie and I know I'm turning that viral moment into a business, which started off, launched the $1 billion empire, I'm gonna bring my black homegirls next to me and have them on the front, because it's like Justin Timberlake, all these white artists that profit and make a career off in black music, they constantly say thank you to all the black people who made the way for me. Paige Beggars, what Paige Beggars do? Thank you to all the black women who laid the foundations for women's basketball to be at the spaces at Caitlin Clark. The same thing. Tina Thompson, obviously when Caitlin Clark did it, people thought it was a little kind of late, and they were like, oh, she only did it once, she wasn't genuine. And that's a whole nother discussion. Some people will never be satisfied with what Caitlin Clark does. Whole nother discussion. However, it'll be nice, it'll be dope for some of that, because like we said, at the end of the day, Raven Tracy is never going to make the type of money that Kim Kardashian made with Skims. Which is the two Rev Run daughters, Pastries is never going to make the same amount of money that the same, the white counterpart will make. It just is what it is. So it's like, if I'm a white homegirl and I know that I'm going to benefit more financially from this business venture than my black counterparts, who I'm cool with, who I love, my family members, I'm going to bring them beside me and shine that light and shout them out and make sure they have some piece of the business.
But that's like, if that's not a business that they were trying to get into, that's like, if that's not a business that Justine Sky and Jordan Woods was looking to get into, then it's just like, it'd be different if like they started a cosmetic line, and then like Kylie started one, and then it was just like Kylie's blew up. That'll be different. Then I'll be like, I completely agree. But it's like, if they were both individually on their own stuff and doing what they respectively wanted to do, it's like, if they like, I'm sure if they really wanted to get into that, then it's like, you could have probably partnered with her to some extent. But it's just like, sometimes not everybody wants to do the same stuff. And I think it would be cool to like if they had that ambition and Kylie brought them on, then yeah. But it's like, that's not their ambition. Like Justine Sky, especially at that time, was more of an artist. Didn't she sing and like model? Yeah, so it's like, that was her. Like, I'm not trying to run a cosmetic empire, And Jordan, I mean, she got like a boot line now. I don't know what she was doing at the time. Like, genuinely, I just don't know.
You said Jordan. I was like, bro, don't nobody know what she do. She just,
like I said, she got like
a friend, and now she Carl Anthony Towns' girlfriend.
Yeah, So, but if that wasn't the type of time that she was on, that she was really trying to be on, you know, then it's just like, that's what I'm saying. You can't be mad at her. It's like, it's a lot of things that like it would be cool and like you can want from people, but at the same time, it's like the people around them that you're saying that they should have included got to want that for themselves as well.
I agree with what you're saying. However, we have to look at it like this: the inspiration behind the art. So say I speak with Mo once a week on the pod. Every week, Mo comes on with a different jersey or different team emblem on his stuff. Like, remember, he wore the Julio jersey, he would wear the Carmelo jersey, he would wear a bunch of jerseys. I see that. I start up a jersey shop. I'm inspired by Mo, watching Mo wear different jerseys every week. I start up a jersey shop, it go crazy. That's kind of crazy of me, even though Mo didn't ask to be in the business at the beginning, to not be like, Mo, yo, you inspired me to open up a jersey shop. That's what I'm saying with Kylie. Even if the girls didn't want to be in it, you were inspired by the look of Black woman.
I mean, she was inspired by like how people were doing their makeup. Like, and I don't know, like realistically, there's a lot of white girls who were doing their makeup like that at the time as well. So yeah, they were overall inspired by Black women. But think how crazy that would sound if, hey y'all, this is my friend Justine Skye, and I loved her lips. So this is why my lips look like this. Bro, they would have killed her. Like
they already killed her.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
you doing this to get your lips to look like Black women's lips.
But it's just like you saying, like, yeah, I saw Justine and Jordan's lips, and I was just like, I gotta do mine. I gotta make my lips look like that. Like she would sound crazy, bro. Like, so that's why I say you can't give them the shout out that in this instance. And as I said, overall, it's like Kylie was known for doing it, like, because she was the most popular person. But that's a very common thing that women have been doing, like white women. Like, they've been trying to make their lips look fuller. Like, that was just like a fashion thing, I guess you could say, you know? Like, and so she capitalized on it where it's like, I make the best stuff to make your lips look fuller, you know? And so, but I get what you're saying in any other industry, yes. But I'm like, yeah, like, it's clear she was inspired by Black women, but it's like, you can't bring your Black friends and be like, hey, y'all, so you see these lips? This was the inspo.
You just saying you can't say the quiet part out loud.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't. Like, I mean, like, bro, like, it's still a business at the end of the day, bro. You're getting, like, if you don't say it, then it's just like, I was just inspired by the trends that were going on. You can just say that. You bring a whole Black woman on, they like, then Black women not even gonna want to get your stuff. And as I said, Black women like her cosmetics. Like, between Fenty and Kylie Cosmetics, KY Cosmetics, bro, those are the two most popular cosmetics, and amongst like Black women as well. Like, and so it's not like she's only getting bought by like white women. Like, Black women like her stuff as well. So I think, you know, that's where, yeah, it's like, yeah, like, you come out and say that, then you for sure losing all your Black fan base. You know, right now it's just like, well, we can still rock with it because she just makes good quality stuff. But you come out and say some mess like that, it's like, yeah, nah. You getting her? This is the girl that brought Justine Scott talking about, look at them lips. So,
yeah, I'm gonna just summarize it. Like, Taylor Swift and Beyonce can make the same song. The Taylor Swift song is gonna sell more every single time, and Beyonce might be able to sing it better and perform it better, but it's just like Rashad said about like Raven Tracy and you know, compared to like Kim K, like, she popping right now, obviously Raven Tracy, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just, as a white woman, it's always, you know, it's always gonna be easier to market a white, just because of the way society is, like, you know, because, well, also a big part of it is there's more white people, way more white people in America than there are Black people. So it's like you have a wider audience to be able to reach out to than what a Black person might be able to. But I do remember her when she first started doing the stuff like back in the day selling the product, I definitely remember there being some people who was kind of like had an issue with it just because, like you said, like she got a surgery to make her lips look like a black person. This is not something I figured that we'd ever be talking about. Is Kylie Jenner's makeup line on the show? And we have a interesting array of topics on here. I never know where it's going to end up when we do these episodes.
It's enjoyable, man. You know what I'm saying? It gets the people going. I want to play this.
Dude,
I've never watched this clip, by the way.
I was a very hard-headed young lady. I definitely was not listening to a lot of people. Like, I just beat to my own drum. I did what I wanted to do, and that's just that. And I don't regret it, but if I would have listened a lot more, I definitely would have life definitely would have been a little different for me, but that's not what God wanted me to do. So I'm okay with that. Niche, I love you, Niche. Like, I was a very hard-headed young lady. I definitely
Oh.
was not.
So the caption was misleading. They got me though. Well, what she was saying was it was the path that God just had her on. She wasn't saying that God told her to do OF. Because I like reading the caption, it just sounded like she said God told her to do OF.
You know them engagement accounts got to get them likes and retweets, man.
Oh,
You know,
100%, 100%. And we fell for it because we just gave him another view.
I mean, she low-key was kind of groomed for real. Like she was messing with the game when she was like a teenager. And this ain't even like a rumor, like it's documented proof. Them in the park together, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like she's probably seen a lot. She's probably, I mean, we saw the story a few months ago come out of all those old Ruby Rose tweets of her hanging out with pro athletes and rappers when she was like in high school and stuff like that. India Love. I mean, we know for a fact like she went through a lot of the same things. So it's kind of hard for me to like. For one, I'm not the type of dude to look down on women that I'm attracted to exposing themselves. Like you got guys who they'll shame women that they find attractive for doing OnlyFans, but at the same time they want to see it. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm not one of those guys. Like I think she's obviously like a very attractive woman, but I don't have no issue with her. I know she don't do it no more, but like I don't have no issue with her doing OF. But yeah, clearly that caption was a little bit. They put a little gas on that one right there.
What was the caption?
Wait, so I'm gonna take a detour real quick. So Bronny's trending, right? So I clicked on it because I didn't know if the Lakers were playing and Bronny was just playing well. Bronny is trending because Lakers fans are giving their trade proposals to get Giannis, and they all included Bronny's name. All right, okay, all right, okay. All right, I'm gonna show you.
They could probably get.
What
They could probably get the Masters.
Yeah, this is like Bronny. They're all saying, hold on. So this was the caption. It was just saying, India Love God told her to do OF and even showed her the promiscuous path to fame that she took, despite everyone around her telling her not to. India Love might be the first person in history to blame God for her OF career.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But that's not what happened in the clip. In the clip, she was pretty much just saying, people were telling me not to go this way, but this was just the path that God had for me. Like she was saying, you know, it was more destiny of like everything's preordained by God. All of your steps before you were born, God already knew what was going to happen. She was more saying it like that. This is just the way my life went. And now I'm here after the fact. Just how God intended it to, when he intended it to happen. As opposed to saying like, God led me to do OF. I said, God, what do you want me to do? And he said, OnlyFans. Like, that's not what happened.
He said, God said, set up that camera, baby girl.
I'm not joking on this. I'm not joking on this. I was about to add. I was like, I ain't doing it. But yeah, these Bronny trade proposals, bro. Oh, dang, Giannis got hurt tonight. Oh, yeah. It's over with. Oh, it's over with, bro. your value down with. Ooh, see, I was about to make another joke. See, I gotta watch my mouth now.
They said Zion ain't got no trade market.
I heard of a report. It was like they gonna take the nearest, the lowest available, quickest deal. I said, "Gosh, Lee."
Yeah, cause I mean,
I thought
shoot, I'm about to say who finna trade for him?
I was gonna say I thought they should have traded Zion back in like 2022.
Yeah, they held on too long. I mean,
Way
but
too long.
you can't blame them. You can't blame them. Like if you seen Zion play, oh yeah, you will understand why they held on to him until 2025.
I just feel like it was very apparent early on, like that it wasn't gonna happen in New Orleans. Because I still think he could go to another team and maybe, things are different. But I just feel like early on in his career, within like the first 2 to 3 years, you already knew like it wasn't gonna happen in New Orleans.
It's easier said than done, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's different, bro. Like I'm giving y'all you move down here, bro. You see Zion play in person, you will understand why people be like, well, let's just give it one more year. Hey, look. That joker get one of them breakaway steals and he do one of them 360 windmills. Oh, you like, I believe, I get it. And then he come back and he block a shot like a chase down, bring the ball up like a point guard, do a no-look pass to the corner three. Oh, you like, okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah. It's different when you see it in person, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's no glaze. It's just real talk. So I understood why they held on to him for so long. It just is what it is. Because you don't want to be the team. You know how the players like they show a lot of flashes, but they don't quite put it together. Then you trade them and then they put it together. Tyrese Halliburton is a great example of this. Like the last, SGA and Tyrese Halliburton. And Jalen Brunson. Gosh, Lee. All three of them. That's three of the top jokers in the league right now. They all traded, kind of showed flashes at their old team. The new team, them jokers took the leap and the next step. And now they're three of the best players in the league now.
Right.
Yeah, I hope he could, whatever has to happen in order for him to like, I don't know if it's health or whatever it is in order for him to fully live up to his potential. I hope it could happen though, because when he was, it's been a long time now, but back when he was in college, he was like top of Sports Center every night. Like it was. That's probably the most. I don't think college basketball has gotten that much attention since that year. As far as like a singular player, I can't think of.
Not in the men's. Not on the men's.
Not in the men's. The women's get, but it's different with the women because you actually get to know them because they got to stay there for
4 years.
Yeah, exactly. Like with the
because Caitlin and Angel Reese and even you could argue Paige definitely had that type of motion, that Zion type of motion.
I don't know if they had the Zion level, but they definitely was popping for sure. Well, Caitlin Clark did, but I can't say Zion was different, bro. Caitlin Clark, I agree with you on that, but Zion was like, you could argue at that moment in time, Zion was like top 5 biggest stars just in sports just for that one Duke season.
No, I agree.
Yeah, no, he was a big deal, but it's crazy how fast time goes because I feel like he was just drafted yesterday, but this is his 6th or 7th year in the league, I want to say.
Yeah, and the craziest part is like Zion played 72 games one season, and the Pelicans won 48 games, and they were in the play-in, and he got hurt in the play-in, and then he didn't play in the playoffs, and they got swept in the playoffs. And
he's got real bad
like that again. Say that again, Jelani.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just going to say he's had real bad injury luck in his career.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody would know that he played 72 games one season. And then the Pelicans won 48 games that year. Like, I don't think anybody would, because it's just been so much more. He's not playing at all, so the Pelicans are losing most of their games. So it's like that's kind of overtaken that one season that was an exception.
No, yeah, I don't think he's played in a playoff game so far.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't played a playoff game because the one time they made the playoffs, he got hurt in the play-in.
Yeah, that's why. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully. I mean, if it don't happen on New Orleans, hopefully on another team. Because I
It's,
still I
it's
like.
it's probably not. Like New Orleans probably about to trade him, try to get a draft pick because New Orleans is trying to get a first round draft pick now. Because it's what do you have to look forward to? You are the worst team in the league. You're 3-19 right now, and you don't have a first round draft pick. You don't even have the draft swap that you had. The draft swap they had was with the Bucks. Giannis just got hurt. If Giannis come back and get traded, they're going to be bad. Their best players are Miles Turner and Kyle Kuzma. PU. They're going to be really bad. You can't even have that draft swap. So now what do you have to look forward to? They have nothing to look forward to. It's nothing but dark, gloom, doom. The only thing you can do is trade Trey Murphy or Zion and hope to get a first round draft pick in return. DeJounte Murray ain't going to get a first round draft pick at this point. Shout out to DeJounte Murray. Shout out to DJ. Go DJ to my DJ. He's not going to get a first round pick right now. So that's just where you are.
I almost made a joke that I can't make because I'll be forgetting that you have connections. So I'm not going. You know what I mean? Yeah. No. I didn't even know. I've been kind of when it comes to the NBA. I'm gonna be honest. Like the first few months of the season, I keep up with it to an extent, but like I don't get fully invested in the NBA until after the Super Bowl. That's when I'm like really, really like watching every day, keeping up. The first few months of the season, I kind of just like watch from afar. I keep up with like the major storylines and stuff like that. So I didn't even know that they was the worst team in the league right now.
And I need to say right there, I need to plug this in. WNBA CBA negotiations, trying to have a longer season so the people so the players have more time to recover. They talking about the latest proposal was we're gonna start training camp in mid-March. Stop trying to call me stupid, Kathy. Who you think you playing with? Let me tell you something. Obviously, if we want a longer season, this is what we want. The season still start when it starts, and a longer season into the winter. You know why? Because most basketball fans are like Jelani. They ain't really paying attention for real to the NBA into Christmas. At least. Let the season go on until Christmas. Start the season where it start. Have the draft right after March Madness. Start the season at the end of May, Memorial Day weekend. Go all the way to Christmas weekend. It's simple to me.
You talking about WNBA?
Yeah. And
okay.
It came off of that from Jelani saying he doesn't pay attention to the NBA until after football.
Right.
And so I said most NBA fans don't pay attention to the NBA until after Christmas.
So what's the current time frame for the WNBA season?
The current time frame that they do is so it's March Madness, and then the draft happens right after March Madness. So say like a week after the championship game, or like sometimes it happens the same week as the championship game. So championship game will be Sunday, and they'll have the draft on like Tuesday or Wednesday. And then training camp will start the following week. And then they do training camp for like the rest of April. And then May, they kind of get to it. So they go from May until October, NBA preseason. And the finals will be at the end of September. It might bleed over to October. That's it.
But don't they have like a? Because I know in the NBA, obviously they have the All-Star break, but like, don't they have like an extended break during the season? Am I tripping?
They do for the Olympics. That's it though. Every 4 years.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Since the season's in the summer.
All right. Because I remember that would have been last year. Yeah, I remember them having like a extended break. I didn't know if that was something that was like normal or whatever, but that makes sense though. Yeah, I still think like I don't know if it'll. Caitlin is a star. You know what I'm saying? Like I still hope that the WNBA becomes even bigger than what it is. I definitely feel like they made a lot of growth with the popularity of the product this decade. You know. And it's only been around for like 30 years. Like the NBA, let me look at what year the NBA started. Like, when did the NBA start? So I'm trying to compare like where the NBA was at when it was 30 years in today. It started in 1946. So like 30 years That was the 70s, bro. They wasn't even like finals games wasn't getting aired live in the 70s. You had
Facts.
players smoking cocaine and like so yeah, like if you look at where the NBA was, they didn't really fully take off on a national level to the 80s. So the WNBA, I think they're on a good trajectory for the sport.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking it up right now. I have the tab pulled up, but let me pull up right here. This
The
was
first
really
WNBA
just
was 97, I want to say.
Magic and Larry Bird starred in a Converse commercial in 1986.
Yeah, that's around the time when, because I want to say his first couple finals, they was tape delayed. Like the first couple finals that each of them won. It wasn't until the mid to late 80s where they started airing the finals live.
So the NBA wasn't nothing for 40 years. It wasn't 40 years until the NBA really got to like, because Larry and Magic took it there.
And then Jordan obviously right after.
And then Jordan took it to another level too.
Yeah. So maybe Caitlin Clark ends up being like I'm not going to say Jordan, but that's kind of crazy. But
No, Caitlin Clark is Larry Bird.
That's
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is Larry and Magic.
That's kind of crazy, but I get what you're saying though. As far as they not playing style wise, just like
impact. But people be disrespecting Angel Reese, bro. I'm not gonna lie. How Angel Reese leading the league in rebounding, and people act like she just so trash. Like them low lights, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's the low lights. It's the low lights that really get folks on Angel Reese.
And I will say, a lot of those, she do get her own misses. So
but, okay, that's what I'm saying. We gotta look at the facts though. Because let's look at the facts. Offensive rebounds is up here.
Yeah, let's see how many total offensive rebounds she get.
Hold on, this
yeah,
right
5 offensive rebounds a game.
Four offensive rebounds a game last year. She was averaging 13 rebounds a game.
I mean, like she still gets
so 9 rebounds is not offensive rebounds a game.
I mean, I feel you. Like she do get like a lot of defensive rebounds. She does, but she do get a lot of the offensive ones. It's like I will say from what I've seen that she do getting a lot of her own misses.
You're looking at low lights.
I mean,
look at the facts.
No, but I mean, like, what's her shooting percentage? So I guess she's 46%, so she's improving. For somebody who plays only in the paint, that's not the best.
Her field goal percentage is 46%, yeah.
And I mean, like, I don't think she's a bad player, but I mean, like, it do be looking, like I will say this. It doesn't. I think once it starts to really translate to wins, then people will appreciate it more. And I think that's where, like with any player, that a lot of people would be like, well, this person be hooping, this person be doing this, that, and the other. But it's like, if it's not translating to wins, and then you're seeing these moments, that's what is going to overshadow, you know? So I think if it's like, oh, she had these moments, but then, you know, there's they're even in the playoffs at least, you know, then it'll be different because it's like, it's only like 6 teams that don't make the playoffs?
Yeah, like 4.
Yeah.
Well, 5 now.
Yeah.
And then next season is gonna be 6.
Yeah. So it's like, so I say that's the issue. But I mean, like, I think, you know, she's constantly improving, but it do be some of them low lights do be really crazy though. Like let you keep it a buck. Like,
everybody has low lights. All I'm saying is, I think the low lights and everything, the whole Me Bounds nickname, it just overshadows everything, and people just write her off as a bad player. She's
definitely not a bad player.
But it's like people take that and they run with it overboard, and they like, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese not even an WNBA player. I'm like, Oh my gosh, how are you a two-time All-Star? She's only been in the league 2 years, and she's a two-time All-Star. Like, what are you guys even talking about? They said, "Oh, this fan vote." She wasn't even fan voted. So what are you talking? You guys don't know what you're talking about. Like, I hate when people don't be knowing what they talk about. Like that's the thing that really riled me up. So it's like, if you lead the league in rebounds, and she averaged nearly 14, 13 rebounds a game as a rookie. She averaged nearly 13 again as a sophomore. And it'd be one thing if you were averaging 13 rebounds a game and 8, 9, 10 of those rebounds every night are offensive rebounds that you're just getting off your own misses. I'm with you. Yeah, the stat pattern, this and that. That's not what the case is. She's getting more rebounds on the defensive end than the offense. So statistically speaking, that whole thing is not true. And then also, defense is 50% of the game. Caitlin Clark doesn't play a lick of defense. Angel Reese is arguably a top 5 defender in the league, and she doesn't get any credit for it. You know why? Because people don't pay attention to defense. But I'm not just talking about the defense that's like Rudy Gobert in the paint and block the shot because he's tall. I'm talking about her footwork. She can switch on guards and guard the guards around the perimeter and keep up with them around the perimeter and keep up with the guards because she has guard skills and she can bring up the ball and she can run point forward. It's just so many things that Angel Reese can do as a great basketball player. The only thing that she has to improve on is finishing. That's literally it.
And I would say she averaged 4 turnovers a game.
Because she was running point forward last season.
And I think she shouldn't be in that position. I think that's
on the coach.
Yeah, no, and I'll give you that. I think like the coaching, like I think they like there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done with like Chicago in general. That's why I say like it's because it's not translating to wins, which ain't her fault. Like I think there's a lot of other stuff, but like as I'm looking at like averaging 4 turnovers a game, that's a lot, but it's just like he said, she playing that point forward, and that's not where she should be. Like, and that's why there's so many opportunities for her to have those crazy lowlights, because it's a lot of it's her in transition, and it'd be like, yo, why? Like, and I think a lot of people be looking at it like they don't understand that that coach has her as the point forward, so they be like, why is she even in this position and looking all crazy, And I just think, for sure, she should not be doing that. I mean, I feel you. She averaged 5. I mean,
Caitlin leads the WNBA in history with turnovers. Like, there's no one in WNBA history that has more turnovers in the season than Caitlin Clark. She only been in the league 2 years.
But as I said, she wins.
What has she won?
I mean, like she at least make the playoffs. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, let's be real, bro. Like her record, like over these past 2 years, has been better than Chicago Skies. Like the Fever, but I think the Fever has an overall better team.
I was about to say the Fever almost made the finals without her.
Yeah, but that's why like you keep like I'm saying like they until it translates to wins, which isn't her fault, they're going to see like the average fan or the somewhat casual fan who.
But here we go, Mo. I'm gonna pick you up on that, right? Where did most average fans start off?
I guess at Indiana, like
no,
or Iowa.
You know where they started. You know where they started.
Where? Oh, when
that was the game everybody started. So if the first game you seen of these jokers is Angel Reese winning a national championship, you know she a winner.
I mean, you don't know she a winner. Like you'll say like, all right, she had that moment, but that's what I'm saying. It's like in recent history, the last 3 years of her like basketball career has not fully translated the way it needs to. Like, they made Final Four that last season, right?
They lost in the Elite Eight to Iowa.
Oh, okay, yeah. So look, that, and that's why I'm like, that is more of a like a lot of people somewhat got in during that time, but I think like I'll be real. A lot more people got in last year. I mean, not last year, but well, yeah, technically it was last year. Like when Caitlin Clark went on the last run and she broke the record for what was the record she broke in college? Was it 3?
You mean last year of college? Most points.
Yeah. So when she broke that record, I feel like people started to get somewhat interested with the ring and all that stuff. But then a lot more people really got interested when Caitlin Clark coming down and shooting logo threes because it was very Steph-like. So that's where a lot more people of the casual fan got into it. They wasn't looking at like, oh, LSU, like, you know, like Angel Reese down doing the ground and pound and all this different stuff. Like,
Angel Reese was doing that against Caitlin, and people were watching because Caitlin was already doing the.
But it was different when she broke the record. When she broke the record, and it's just like, and then like, let's be real, her last season, I feel like she really like solidified who she was. Like, but
I feel like she only had that following. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm sorry. It's more like a back and forth than trying to cut you off for real.
Yeah, no, you good.
Because we talking basketball.
Yeah.
It was like she had that following her senior season, her last season, because of all the attention that they got from the previous season in the national championship game. Because that national championship game outdrew the men's game. Like, it had more viewers. And that was like kind of the mark of the turn of women's sports and women's basketball for sure for this generation.
No, facts. And I think, like, as you said, a lot of people tuned in, and I think it was more of they were tuned in for Angel Reese because it was like, and also you got to think, I think Caitlin Clark, people were tuning in to see her hoop. Like Angel Reese, like, I think they were tuned in to, like, because she was all the talk, you know? Like, that's where a lot of people, they know her from. So then if you see her mainly because of the talk that she does, and then like Caitlin Clark, you know her more for like the basketball end, and then now they're in the actual league, and then you see, and then also them losing in the Elite Eight probably didn't do much to help Angel Reese's like look, because they didn't win SEC championship that year because they lost to South Carolina, and then you lose in the Elite Eight. So then now, like, all right, you can see that they won that year, but now it seems more of a enigma. Like, this
but it's crazy because they still won more than Caitlin.
Yeah, no, facts. But like, people not, as I said, like, if you saying that's when they first came in, that seems more like an outlier than it seems like, oh, this is how Angel Reese is known as a winner. Like, that's not necessarily how they're going to see it. But as I said, like, and I feel like Angel Reese's biggest issue right now is the fact that the Sky don't win. The Sky do not put up, like, they're not really a good team, as I said, it's not her fault. Like, I just think the Sky in general is not a really good team, and then clearly not really coached that well as well. Like, I think
poorly ran franchise.
Yeah, like, I think they should have kept their coach from the year before. Like, I don't think that coach. I think that coach could have probably like given another year to develop what they had there. You know, I think that was premature. But as I said, with Caitlin Clark and the Fever, you're seeing them in these moments where it's like it's producing wins. You know, so it's like they're not winning championships, but they are producing wins on the board. So that, and I think that's why I say Angel Reese is a product of that. I think if she leaves the Sky and go to another franchise, I think that will change a lot of people's perception of her. You know, so
I think it's one of those things. Remember, we was just talking about like elections, maybe like 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, and I was saying, you analyze all these things about the candidates, and people are just like, they seem like a cool person. I like the way Obama did his dance on Ellen. I'm gonna vote for him. He seems like a cool guy. I saw him shoot jumpers with Chris Paul and Team USA. I'm gonna vote for Obama. It comes down to that. People don't like Angel Reese because Angel Reese, like you said, is loud. She talk a lot of trash. She from Baltimore.
Hey, I didn't say she was loud. Don't put that on me. 'Cause, they'll be like, look at him putting down a black woman, calling her loud.
No. People don't like Angel Reese because, and I'm saying her demeanor is loud, like her presence is loud.
Yeah.
You walk in the room, you see her, you notice her, she's there. People don't like just I don't want to say proud or boastful, but people don't like just flashy black people. Same thing. It's the same. It's like Shador is a good comparison, but that's kind of a slap in the face to Angel Reese, because Angel Reese is a national champion, 2-time WNBA All-Star in her first 2 seasons. She led the league in rebounds, and she's a top 5 defender in the league. Shador is nowhere near, all due respect, a Pro Bowl type of player. He's nowhere near a top 5 anything in any category for any quarterbacks. He never won a national championship, not even a black national championship. So it's not the same thing. But in terms of just like them being kind of loud, present, black people don't like to see that.
I mean, I think it is a little bit different where, like, I think it is very similar to an extent. I think with Shador, it's like where I think like Shador, like, is just very confident in himself. Like Angel is like, it's like her, like, it's like she does a lot of trash talking, I feel, in a sense, So it's like Shador's not trash talking. He's just like, I think I'm like that, It's like, and so I think that's where sometimes with Angel, because I see, people do be feeling like Shador need to humble himself. But then I feel like with Angel Reese, it's like, it feel like you talk a lot, but then it's just like, as I said, they look for the moments because you're talking so much. And it makes it hard for people to want to root for you when like a lot of trash talking is happening. And then it's just like, as I said, then on top of that, you're losing a lot, So, but as I said, it's not her fault though. But I think that is the product of kind of where she's at with it, Cause I do feel like from what I've seen, like I see more people definitely trying to root for Shador than I see them trying to root for Angel Reese. Like I see that there's a lot of people who be feeling like, yeah, he needs to be humbled, But I feel like that is, I see more people, especially with the way this whole situation with the Browns has happened, where they clearly like wrong, Like those are a lot of the comments that I see a lot more of these days, As opposed to, I feel like with Angel Reese, it's like people still be like, that's why there's so many low lights of her, like the people be looking for it.
If you want to say that, you can continue to put on the tinfoil hat a little tighter and just say that come down to people, even within the, what I'm saying? If we are the oppressed group, whatever you want to say, right, as black people, even within the minority, it's still the oppressed of the oppressed. So even though we're black, we still men. So we still have a bit more privilege than black women.
True.
And I think that just comes down to that. Like the reason why Shador might have more overall support from, a white kid showing up to the game, throwing up his watch. And you won't necessarily see that to the same level or scale with Angel Reese, is simply because Angel Reese is a black woman.
Hey.
That definitely plays a big part in it. Like, because I don't think she's done anything that was like, I mean, she had the one moment where she waved in Caitlin Clark's face or whatever, but like, I don't think she did anything that was like super crazy to get a lot of the hate that she gets. You know what I mean? Anytime, I mean, most of the time, like when you're a black person and you're pretty outspoken and like confident in yourself, like out loud, there's gonna be people that tell you like you need to humble yourself and things like that. I don't like that at all, but yeah, I definitely feel like that's part of why there's a lot of people that never let that moment go when she waved in Caitlin Clark's face, and I still hate her over that. But playing wise, I mean, just as her playing style, like she's not like a Shaq or like somebody like that where offense is like a big part of their game as far as how she plays. But like I think of a player like a Ben Wallace, like I don't think Ben Wallace ever averaged over 10 points a game in a season or whatever, but he's a Hall of Famer that won a championship, went to 2 finals, you know what I'm saying? So, like, just off defense and rebounds. So that's probably just going to be her game for her career. It's just defense and rebounds. She's never going to average no crazy amount of points. She's never going to have a great shooting percentage or anything like that. But if she ends up on the right team where she could just play her role, or even if the sky gets better and she could just play her role of just rebounding and defense, I think she could have a great career.
I mean, but that's why it goes back to what I was saying. Imagine Ben Wallace playing point forward.
Yeah, no, they got her out of position.
Yeah, you see, like, I think that's what, like, she's a product of, like, just bad coaching right now, man. Like, I think they put her in the position that she just truly needs to be in. Like, I think you're playing more of, like, in the post and whatnot. Like, that's more what she needs to be. Like, pushing the ball up the court, like, because it should be so many highlights where I'd be, like, seeing her push the ball up the court.
Wow. What's good, bro? Shout out to you for the $5 donation, man.
My brother Zero was in.
You came in right towards the end when we about to probably gonna wrap up in a few minutes.
Zero always coming at the end. Like Zero, he works at night. He's in up in New York. But I ain't seen Zero in a couple weeks. That's probably why he sent the 5. So I appreciate the 5, Zero. Like they say, I'm probably gonna have to split this one since it's on 1 a.m.
keep your 5, bro. Keep your 5.
Split the 5 3 ways for Christmas. Merry Christmas to the boys.
Right.
but yeah,
$1.50 each. You know, we have 50 cents left over.
Yo, so real quick, I know we spoke about it while we was there. So Jelani, you trying to go there for Mardi Gras?
I am. Yeah. I'll know for sure. Probably like mid-January for sure. But I definitely am trying to go. For sure. I want to get back. I know, like, now that I've been there, I know what to expect. So I know, like, how the game plan going in. So I feel like I just had a lot going on. Like, I flew in the same day. We was out the next morning. I didn't get to really, like, get settled. You know what I'm saying? But, like, yeah, next time we go, like, I know how to move for real.
Yeah, my boy didn't even get a full 24 hours in. I didn't even
sleep.
You experienced a lot, though. I'm not gonna lie. You experienced a lot, Jelani.
Oh no, it was dope as far as that one day. Like I definitely, I feel like I got to see like a good amount for that one day. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, next time I definitely, I'm definitely gonna be more outside.
The crazy part is y'all missed the local stuff. Because it'd be
What you
local
mean?
stuff that be happening that I don't be up on until after the fact. It was like a Uptown Sunday type thing going on, like in the 9th Ward, where it was like the whole street was filled with people and they had the first line, second line, everything like that going on over there.
Oh, dang.
So I guess that's where all the locals were you know, all the the visitors was on Bourbon.
Right.
But see, if we go back from Mardi Gras, they probably gonna have something like that going on again.
Oh no, 100%. It's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah, exactly. So
because that's literally like dominated by the locals.
because it's at I know it's like the week after the Super Bowl or like 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, something like that.
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah.
It'll be the week of I think February. Well, the weekend would be like February 20th. So that'll be that Friday.
Only reason I know that because I remember as a Falcons fan, I remember when the Saints won the Super Bowl. And then they had the Mardi Gras right after that, and I wasn't happy. Locals don't be in the tourist. Yeah, no, that's a fact. We ain't see too many people from New Orleans. We seen like a couple people that was from. You could tell they was from New Orleans, but a lot of the times it wasn't. It was mostly like we said, we was there for a Falcons game. We seen more Falcons fans down there than Saints fans.
Playing Huntsville ATL is crazy.
Nah, for real, bro. Welcome to Atlanta was the wildest, bro. Cause that's like I'm so ATL like a more like, you know, this year kind of like, you know, hit. But welcome to Atlanta, like come on, bro. Like,
bro, they was playing like Dun Dun by Shawty Low. Like they played Beef It Up.
Yeah.
No, Beef It Up was mad local. That was mad local.
Yeah, like that's how I know. I was like, oh, this DJ got to be really from Atlanta to So either that or you very familiar with Atlanta culture for you to play that.
Yeah, they had the East Side chant going on. I was like, bruh.
If the
Oh
Falcons
yeah.
don't score,
Hey,
wow.
Zero is dead for that this year, my boy.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't know if it. I think 28-3 might. I don't even want to bring that up, but that might end up being the. I mean, I hope they do eventually, but that might have been the closest that we'll ever get, unfortunately.
Right. So look, Jelani, you're supposed to have my back with Eric, bro. This man Jelani, like, yeah, bro, we are in bad position.
Oh yeah, that was a talk on the way back. Oh no.
No, it's because, bro, y'all was going back and forth so often. I just had to play. I just had to play the middle, bro, because it was getting extended. It was like the whole walk home.
Right. But so look, if you would have held me down, bro, it got shut down quicker. But then it's like you over here, like, I mean, yeah, it is kind of like, so then you giving him more ammunition. So then he like, yeah, I was like, nah, I ain't finna let it go, bro.
I mean, we are both ass though, if we're being honest. Like Saints and Falcons, we just,
But I'd rather be the Falcons right now than the Saints. I'm not gonna lie.
you would rather be the Falcons. We don't even have a first round pick next year. We just asked for the sake of being ass. Like,
yeah, but it's like, okay, the Saints. Here's the thing, because it's like the Falcons, right? The Falcons, they built up through getting talent position players, which is sexy, but it's like now the team is kind of trash because you don't have like a base. You don't have a solid base. A couple guys get hurt on the offensive line, whole team is down the drain because you spent your first round picks instead of offensive linemen and defensive linemen in the trenches. You spent it on a tight end, a running back, a wide receiver, and then a quarterback when you already had a quarterback, and the quarterback wasn't. You go down the line. So it was like, since you all did that, that's just what happened. But Zero said not as bad as my Giants, 100%. I'd much rather be the Falcons than the Giants. However, the Giants, like, to all my Giants fans, because I have another Giants friend, and that joke will be complaining all the time. He's like, nobody's had it as bad as us the last decade. And I'm just like, bro, you've seen 2 championships in your lifetime, bro. You've seen 2.
I will say this though. If you're a Giants fan under the age of like 25, I could see why you would say that.
Zero now under the age of 25.
Zero. So if you're over 25, you've seen him win 2 championships. But if you're a Giants fan under, I don't even know if I'll say under 25. I don't know what the exact age would be, but if you wasn't of a certain age in 2007, then you might not have seen that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like they've been.
Oh, go ahead.
They have been pretty. They've been pretty cursed this last decade though. Ever since they took that picture with Trey Songz.
Nah, facts. I think with like the Falcons, like I get that you say we don't have a first round pick, but I'm like the draft. Like this isn't like the NBA. Like the NBA, if you don't have your first round pick, it's like dang, you know, like you now like the Pelicans. The Pelicans are in bad position. You know, just like let's keep it above. But like with us not having a first round pick, we still have our 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th. You know, and you get really good quality players in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, you know, 5th rounds. Like you get good quality players all throughout the draft. Like I'll say it's just if we only had like the 6th and 7th pick, then I'll be like, okay, we got some problems, you know. But I think like, you know, you got I think with us having 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, like we can still find pieces to fill in where we're still going to be able to improve. And I think our biggest issue right now is just like I think coaching and then consistent quarterback play. You know, because I'm like, we have so many pieces, and I think with those, we need to just draft like, as you said though, like the base. Like this next draft need to be just a bunch of base players so that we can like help the rest of the team out more. But because we have like all these skill players, and I'm like, our team is too talented. I think just genuinely, like we have a top 5 receiver and a top 5 running back. I think like right there, and then a top 10 tight end, possibly, you know. Like on good days, because on good days, my boy be doing it, but then there be days where he don't, you know. But I think we just overall we have the pieces to where it could be a lot better. And as I said, I really think like coaching, like, hey, I hate to see a black man lose a job, but hey, Raheem got to go. Like, I don't see how he still has a job at this point. Like, we just lost to the
He's a really
Jets.
bad coach.
Yeah, like we just lost to the Jets, and I didn't get a notification about him being fired. Like, I'm like, is Arthur Blank, like, is he good? Like,
Well, Arthur
what's up?
Blank doesn't fire coaches during the season. That's the only reason why. Because he did the same thing with Mike Smith and Arthur Smith when he fired them. He waited to the end of the season before he fired him. But hopefully, if he should. I don't know what reason he wouldn't fire him. Like, I don't know, based off what you see. My bad. Based off what you've seen, like why you wouldn't fire him. So.
Nah, yeah. Hey, Dan, you right, bro. I don't know why they went and got Belichick, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, hey, Tar Heel football, hey, they do their own thing. I ain't really too worried about that.
He said I was a Falcons fan back when they had Jamal Anderson as a running back. Dirty
Right.
Bird era, like 98, 99, around that time. Yeah, I was a little. I'm too young. I was alive, but I was too young to like remember that era of the Falcons.
My earliest memory is Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that era, like early 2000s era Falcons.
Yeah, zero like 39.
You ain't have to put that man age out there. That's crazy.
Yeah. I was like trying to give y'all the context of who Zero was, but then like I was like,
No, when he said he's seen the Giants in 4 Super Bowls, I did the math because it would have been 1990, 2000, 2007, 2011. So I was like, oh, okay, he's OG, but you just put the man.
he not like an OG though. Like,
well, when I say OG, I don't mean like he like 39. We in our 30s now, so like yeah, 39 not that old to me, but I'm just saying like
39 is like Unc.
He's 39. Oh, if you're talking to like a 21-year-old, yeah.
Like,
I
think 30 is big, bro. 39, you getting Unc, bro.
Yeah, 39 is on. I ain't gonna hold you.
But, yeah, I mean, it depends on who you're talking to.
Well, would you see it? What you consider as 45 to like 55?
I'm gonna be honest. I think more so than even that age, it's like what you look like. Because there's people I've seen people on the internet call somebody Unc, and they might have been like in their late 20s, but they look older. So it's like, from their perspective, they probably think that they're older than what they really are. But then again, there's people that's in their 30s that look like they in their 20s. So I feel like your appearance has a lot to do with how people perceive you. You know what I'm saying? But if we just go strictly off age, I'll probably say, yeah, maybe 39 and up, maybe Unc. But I don't know. It's so mixed up now, bro. They be calling 25-year-olds Unc now, man. Like, I don't even know.
They be calling 20-year-olds Unc.
He said July, I'm going to be 30. What are we talking about? Hey, we not Unc status at 30 at all, but we, eventually we'll get there, Lord willing.
No, I think like, to me, Unc status is about 37 and up. Like, once you hit about 37, you Unc. And it's like, and I think it's like, because of the things that you should not be on the related, like Big Bro is like, I can still kind of relate to y'all. Like, like, you got to just think realistically, like, of the names and how you would view it as it was real family members. Like, like, I think if you do, like, if I had a big brother and like, or if I like with my little brother or something, it's like, all right, we can still relate. I can still know what you got going on. Like, when you tell me about stuff, little trends, like, it's not too far removed. So, okay, I get it. 37, bro. Like, you should not be relating with nothing going on in the 20s. That's how I feel. Like, in that about 25 and younger range, like, you shouldn't be really locked in, tapped in like that, as much as them, so that's why I feel like Unc, realistically, your uncle ain't gonna be tapped in with you like that, but your big bro, like, okay, y'all can still kind of kick it in the same spots together, So that's how I put it.
Yes, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting going. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off for sure. I was gonna say it's gonna be interesting going forward because, like the generations, I feel like with each generation, like the older generation, they get younger, quote unquote, like as far as how they dress and how they like. You see people in their 40s dressing like people in their 20s, and I don't even think it's them trying to be young. It's just, they come from that era of like they grew up in hip hop, so they're gonna keep dressing a certain type of way. They're gonna be wearing Jordans and stuff like that. Even Jay-Z, like Jay-Z's a billionaire. Jay-Z still dresses like Jay-Z be wearing sweatsuits and like, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So he still dresses relatively young. So it's gonna be interesting going forward.
They said that man Jay-Z turned what he turned 35, 40, and he was like, everybody wear button ups.
No, he really did that. He really did that.
He's like,
really
put
was
the
like
jerseys up. It's time to wear button ups. I said, Jay-Z, you turning 30. I ain't turning 35. Told me
But
to
it
put the
worked, though.
jersey up. Yeah. Jerseys did get out of style as soon as he dropped.
killed
that
off
song.
throwback jerseys.
For sure. And he killed auto-tune.
For a brief second.
For a second, yeah. Like, I mean, okay. I don't want to name drop, but T-Pain career kind of ended after that song, bro. I mean, like his first run. Because T-Pain, he's had a second run, when he came back in about the mid 2010s, and now he's a big Twitch streamer. But his first initial run as T-Pain, it ended with the death of auto-tune.
Only reason I'm not gonna say that is because All I Do Is Win came out that next summer. Death of Auto-Tune came out that fall of 2009. I want to say, yeah, it did. You do that. Well, that low key was his last. I get what you're saying. It took a step back for like a few months around it, but I also feel like when Jay-Z made that song, he was more so talking about Ron Browse than T-Pain, because Ron Browse was from New York and he was doing the whole. Ron Brow's version of auto-tune was way more egregious than what T-Pain was doing. Like T-Pain could actually sing to a certain extent. Like Ron Brow's was just straight up like, if you go back and listen to Pop Champagne or Jumping Out the Window, it's kind of crazy what he was doing with his voice. I'm jumping out the window with this one. It's classic hip hop right there.
That was my song.
Oh, A-Rap Money too. Can't forget about that.
Yeah, Yeah, the only money we respected Maurice, you feel me?
Not exactly. More money.
So
you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that.
Switch.
We was really doing that dance too. Like I definitely remember doing that dance. Okay.
Jay-Z just mad because Ron Brown had some success in Mac Wild's flop. Shout out Mac Wild.
I didn't even know Mac Wild was signed to Rock Nation.
Jay-Z. Mac Wild's, I think it was Mac Wild's. I met him one time. I ran into him one time. And he was like, yo, what's up? I was like, hey. And then he was like, I was like, I introduced myself and he was like, bro, yeah, man, I know you, bro. And then I was like, huh? I was like, have I interviewed you before? He's like, nah, I don't think so. But like, I'm sure we've interacted before, right? And I was just like, no, bro, this is my first time ever meeting you. So I'll forever remember Mac Wilds for that, bro. Like, shout out Mac Wilds. That's family now. Because he thought he knew who I was. And you did not. I'm just a black dude that be looking like other black people.
You should have played it off like, yo, bro. A long time no see.
Nah, but if I do that, like, I would have ended up at that Diddy party, bro. Nothing happened at that Diddy party, I'm sure, but yeah.
All right, well. That's a great moment to sign off on right there.
Well,
I haven't watched.
Oh, hold on, my bad.
And I was just gonna say next episode if y'all want to do if y'all want to talk about the D documentary. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I gotta go watch it. I'm probably gonna watch it tonight, to be honest.
I'll try my best to watch it. I didn't really plan on it. I'll keep it a buck.
Well, I mean, just other people have been telling me about it. Like, someone was really excited, and they were texting me about it like throughout the pod tonight. They were like, "This is really good." 50 Cent did a good job. So
Yeah, so I haven't really been as tapped into documentaries in general, and then Diddy is kind of like all those like the Michael Jackson documentary,
R. Kelly.
all that stuff. It's just kind of like, hey man, these people got what they got at this point. Like I don't really care to hear the backstory. That's just how I've been feeling because it's like it kind of dragged out. But I mean, if y'all want to talk about it, that's fine. I guess, I'll go check it out.
I know what he meant when he says Diddy tight, but just seeing that without context would have been crazy. But I know what he means though. He's saying like Diddy's upset about the documentary, but no, I definitely I've heard good things about. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm like coughing on camera. I've heard that the documentary is like pretty well done, so I might check it out.
Is that a phobia for you?
I'll be trying to mute the mic. I'll be thinking about the listener, but at this point, like we already 3 hours in, bro. If you tapped in at this point, you just.
But now with the live, it's a whole new dynamic. It's people who just tuned in at like 3 hour mark, like Zero did.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a possibility.
So it's like the pod is fresh to them now. It's not how it used to be in the days, bro, when it used to just be us, and we used to be 3 hours in, and we used to be like, "Mom, if you're listening." It's like we got actual people listening now, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's definitely.
I was thinking about doing just another stream since Zero just came on and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, I do want to watch the Diddy doc. So I think what I'm gonna do is for the night, everybody, I think I'm gonna shut it down for the night, watch the Diddy doc, and I'll be back tomorrow. But Zero, I ain't seen Zero in so long, bro. It has had to have been like 2-3 weeks. So Zero, we will reconvene whenever you back on chat. SSB too. SSB has been about a month. He said, "Don't worry about me." He said, "Go live your life, brother. I got you, Zero. I'm gonna do just that." But yeah, we will reconvene at any point. Fellas.
The Diddy doc.
Oh no, go ahead, Mo.
How long is the doc?
It's like 4 different parts.
So, cause the person that like they said when they got home, right? They was like, when I get home, this 5 o'clock. They're like, all right, I'm just getting home. I'm about to clean and put on the Diddy doc. I said, okay, bet. That's 5 o'clock. I'm telling you, they were texting me during this pod. We started the pod 3 hours. We started the pod at
right.
We started the pod like 9 p.m. or whatever. And it's currently midnight y'all time. So, and they were still texting me about it around 11ish. So that's what made me be like, dang, how long is this doc?
It's 3 hours. Oh, I was gonna say if it's 3 hours, I might check it out. I ain't gonna. Yeah, it just After a certain point, I'm like, bro, I just don't care.
Michael Jackson innocent.
I feel you. I ain't watched the doc to really get the info.
I ain't watched the doc either because I ain't want to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even want to support it. Mike Jack innocent. Hey, Jafar Jackson. I'm gonna reach back out again. I'm working on it. See, that's the first time I said it out loud on the channel. But I've been working on Jafar Jackson before the trailer came out. So shouts out to my brother Jafar.
Oh, he said he joking. Is he joking about the blunt or the?
He might not be joking about the break. I'll tell you that.
Say that the jobs I don't work that it when folks was not joking.
Yeah.
It's 4 parts.
About that.
Yeah.
That man Dan.
I wouldn't do that now. I've definitely smoked on break before. I wouldn't do it now, but.
All right, y'all.
Oh, he was joking about the 3 hours. All right, yeah. Let's get out of here, fellas. Great pod. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know, kind of hunkering down for a little overtime there at the end and stuff like that. we held it down, bro. We did what we had to do.
Find me on Twitter _Jelani, 2 underscores at the end. Really have not been active on there at all lately. I think last time I tried to log into our, because I'm really just gonna post the clips on the account page, but I think last time I tried to log in, because of how long it's been, for some reason I think it might try to send a recovery email. Yeah, I don't even know if we got access to that email anymore, but I could try to log in there again. So y'all be easy, bros. Have a good night. Salute, Zero.
Appreciate the 5 again, Zero.
Nah, real talk.
Go ahead, Mo.
But yeah, y'all.
All right, bet. You can find me on Instagram at rbmo___. You can find me on TikTok at rubberbandmo, and then you can find me on X at
Jelani, you slipping. Bro, Jelani, this has been about 3 weeks. You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
I did it on time. What you mean? I was on time with y'all.
Mo, was he on time this week?
Hey, it seemed a little off. I know.
We gonna review the footage when this episode comes out. We gonna review the footage. I was on time with y'all.
But hey, yeah, you can go on there, Monos _ and yeah, hey man, shout out to Tar Heels, shout out Caleb Wilson, and shout out everybody, you know, going through stuff, man. You know, it's crazy out here. You know, I was telling Rashad, I don't know if I told Jelani, but you know, it's like this one girl that I came across her. I met her a long time ago, and her Instagram, she just been going through like mad stuff. So it's like just seeing that, and like, you know, my niece recently had, you know, a surgery, and you know, it just makes you thankful for the, like, you know, for life, and thankful for, you know, good health, and you know, and shoot, man, you know, live your lives, man. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it, you know, and live like you got no tomorrow, because you never know.
Dan, I'm not going live tonight, so real quick, if you can get it in real quick in the chat, so Jelani and Mo can go to sleep. What is the song of the day? Let me know real quick right now. A matter of fact, I'm gonna just bring you on right now. No, but I don't want to bring you on, then you on for another 15. So just drop it in the chat. Just drop it in the chat. I want the guys to go to get to sleep and stuff. Especially Jelani, he feeling under the weather. Let me know the song of the day. I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds and then we out of here. Like Mo said, you know, be thankful for everything as the temperature outside drops. You know, it gets to robbing season. We get closer to Christmas, so y'all be safe. And you know, if you get robbed, it's better to get robbed and keep your life.
Facts.
Don't lose your life fighting over the little $100 they trying to get out your pocket. It's called "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas." Is that "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas"? Is that the song?
I don't think that's the. I think it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'm gonna look it up though.
All right,
it sounds. It sounds like.
Last thing, when we doing our end of year review on music?
We only got a couple more weeks left in the year, so it's about the time.
All right, so get y'all list ready. You know, y'all top 10 albums of the year, and then we'll go ahead and review that. Yeah, but I got my Spotify rap.
It's a real song too.
Yeah, no, it's a real song.
I got my Spotify wrap up this week. Today.
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh no, okay, all right.
So you just go play it in the middle of that.
Well, I was pulling it up, and then like the audio was shared, so he was talking, and it just didn't line up the best. But let me see.
I was just gonna say, yeah, like I got my rap up, and it was funny. Like I kind of this year, like for years prior, like, you know, I'm a Drake fan, but I always kind of like stay away from listening to his music as much. Just because it's like I be feeling like, man, like everybody thinking me as a Drake fan, so I don't want to just always, that be the like, oh, you always love listening to music and stuff, So it'll be a lot of times where I would want to, but then I'll be like, I ain't gonna really play it. But yeah, this year I kind of like was like, you know what? If I feel like listen to some Drake, I'm finna listen to it. I don't care. And yeah, my Spotify wrap up definitely reflect that.
Well, I'm gonna show y'all my SoundCloud. My SoundCloud is only accurate because I really only used SoundCloud for the first half of the year this year, and then the second half I used YouTube Music. So I got to see what the YouTube recap says. But my SoundCloud top artist is Tyler Creator, Tony Snow, Suave, Playboy Cardi, and Kendrick Lamar. And I was like, bro, this was such a boy year for me, bro. It was nothing but boys, nothing but masculine energy. No woman at all in my like replay. I was like, that's crazy. I think this is the first year I ain't had no woman in my stuff. No shows freestyle. Tony Snow was my most paid song. Second was I Hope You Find Your Way Home. Then Off the Leash. Then like Wheezy. Then Noid.
I put it in so long and so strong.
Yeah. Shout out Suave.
I'm trying to find what my top 5 artists were. I can share next episode. I'm on YouTube Music right now. I hate that they got it set up like, oh yeah, my top 5 artists was Clips, Biggie, yeah, real dusty old man. Clips, Biggie, Kanye. So yeah, see this. I don't use YouTube Music enough. It's not completely accurate now that I'm looking at it because they got certain people where that's like this don't make sense. You know what I mean?
But mine doesn't even show up still. My YouTube Music doesn't show up. Let me see. YouTube Music recap. It's still gonna say ain't nothing to see here. Come back later. Hold on, let's see. Is it gonna pop up?
You might not have enough data on there as far as how long you've been
listening.
But
I've been on here like heavy, like 6 months.
Oh yeah, it should be on there now.
Yeah, I definitely listen to YouTube Music enough to have it, but we'll see if it pops up like later this week or something.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like I feel like my top 5. Like I listen to a lot of different stuff. Like it said I listened to like over like it was like it said how many genres? It was like 328 genres.
328 is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I didn't know there was even that many genres. But I guess I listened to a lot of different music. But then it was like my top artists was Drake, Future, Party Next Door, The Weeknd.
Show the screen. Show the screen. All right. Oh, I forgot you got the green screen, so don't. All right, never mind. You don't got to show the screen. Just say it.
Yeah. So Drake, Future, Party, The Weeknd, and Kanye.
Okay.
And then like, yeah, it is just like even like the top songs. I was like, dang, because it's like 4 of them was from Some Sexy Songs for You, and I was like, bro, I was not listening to that album that crazy. But it was like looking at the numbers, it was like it wasn't like a dummy high amount, but it was just like, especially I guess when it came out, I was like listening to it more, and then that just took enough. That was enough for it to kind of go over the top. But yeah, I was just like, I thought it was gonna be something completely different. I was like, I've been listening to a lot of that Lil Reezy, Mariah the Scientist, a bunch of different stuff. But then it was like, but I think every morning I have a like a morning playlist. So as I'm getting ready every morning, I play that same playlist. And so it's like, yeah, that just ended up kind of taking over,
None of us, out of all 3 of us, had one female artist in our top 5, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping it's different for YouTube Music. I don't know if there was a woman that I listened to a lot this year. Like last year, it was obviously Layla. Like it wasn't even close. Like Layla was like the most played. And I was listening to a lot of Caribou last year. So maybe Anicia might be up there because I listened to Grady Baby a lot for like a month or 2. but that was only a month or two. It's 12 months in a year, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I had Janet Jackson in mind, but it was just off of basically one song that I was listening to a bunch. It wasn't like I was playing her albums. You know what I'm saying? It was just
Right.
really
Yo,
like 2 songs that I was playing.
your music age, like so on Spotify, they give you a music age. And like my music age is 28, based off of me listening to a lot of like latter 2010s music. And so I'm seeing like a lot of people who listen to like music from like if you listen to a lot of 70s music, your music age is gonna be like 50 something. Your music age has to be a solid like 42, bro.
Oh, I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, I don't. I low key I should go back to using Spotify a little bit more, but yeah, no, it probably would be like 40, somewhere between like that 40 to 45 range, somewhere.
So y'all think I will have the youngest one out of all of us?
Definitely.
Yeah, most likely.
Just because you listen to more new music than both of us.
Yeah, but I had that Cardi up in there. Like Cardi was like the heaviest thing. It's funny how Cardi's is affiliated with like young people, and he's like our age. Like, how does he get away with that?
I don't know, because they just don't like anything good.
I think he probably. Oh no, I had a bad joke for that one. Let me play 5 seconds of this.
Yeah.
All right, 52. I gotta stop at 57.
Surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hippo.
Y'all know that song?
Nah.
No, but I'm gonna check it out. I like
It sounds
Christmas music.
familiar. You rock with Christmas music?
I mean, I like Christmas music. I like some Christmas music. I like Michael Bublé. They used to play his album at Botanical Gardens all the time. And
I don't want to hear nothing from Botanical Gardens.
bruh, I personally like, and you know, it's funny as a couple people who feel that way like after talking to them. But for me, like I have good memories from it. So like I fell in love with so look, Dan with me. Yeah, I fell in love with some of that Michael Bublé, bro. Like his Christmas album, bro, to me is golden.
I like that. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the Jacksons. Oh, I have a theory, Mo.
Okay.
How Lil James killed Christmas 2025. We can get to that next episode.
How Tyler James killed it?
How Lil James killed Christmas 2025.
Okay.
But yeah. All right. We appreciate all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Watching the pod, listening to the pod on all streaming platforms. We appreciate the increase in support. Make sure you subscribe to 1 a.m. on YouTube. We have 6 subscribers right now. Make sure you subscribe to make it at least 7. We're trying to get to 10 by the end of the year.
We're rocking around the Christmas tree. And then it's at night. Yeah, I know that one right there. I know that one.
Nah, that is a good one too. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
they
classic.
used to play that at Botanical.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm pulling it up. This the page. Make sure you subscribe to the page. We have 6 subscribers right now. We're trying to get 10 by 2026. So if you're down with the movement, if you rock with anything that we said tonight and was entertained by it, make sure you subscribe. Stop over there. Just look it up. 1 a.m. podcast. And it's the one that looks like that on a page. And get us to 10 subscribers by the end of 2025. But yeah, what are you about to say, Mo?
Oh, I was just saying that was one of the songs they played at Botanical too.
I can't stand on a Botanical song, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was just too much. It was too. It just remind me of like working out there in the cold. I'm cool off it.
So I was in the cold at times, but then like a lot of times I was inside the shack, you know?
Yeah.
So like for me it's like, yeah, like I think like when I think of Botanical Christmas time, bro, and I think of my memory is always like leaving after everybody gone, I'm closing down and everything, and then the music is playing, and then you just see like the empty park with the lights and like, you know, the big orbs in the middle of like the field, like the little in front of the what is that thing called? The atrium area.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like that's what I think about when I think of like that time, bro. Like I think of like that was like my biggest memory because it used to be so peaceful. Like leaving at the end of the night after like the chaos, and you'll just be in there by yourself, and it's just like the music playing, the lights is like on all the trees. It looks beautiful, and it's just like another day gone, man.
My favorite part was the days where we had the paychecks because I didn't do direct deposit because I like holding the check. I get that paycheck from Alex. I hold that check in my hand. I walk back to the car. My feet frozen. It feel like icicle. And I got that $300 in my boy. Man, I had $300 in my hand one paycheck. Boy, I thought I was doing something.
Right.
$300 in a paycheck. Man, I thought I was doing something, but that was my favorite part about leaving.
But I think it's like it's different for me because it's like me being there through all the different iterations. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't really think about working out like the outside part as much, mm-hmm. Like because most of the times, like especially like after like that was really them having us like really work outside like that. I feel like that was like a year or like 2, if that, like or I don't know because how many years were you there?
It feels like about 2 or 3.
Yeah.
My sophomore year, junior year, maybe senior year, so maybe 3.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's like I remember it, but like
so they don't do that no more?
No, not really. Like not from what I mean, shoot, I haven't been there in about 5
Yeah, you ain't been there in a few years yourself, yeah.
Yeah, but I remember like my last year being there, it was like the last few years I was there, it was like more of like we was always just in the shack. And it was like there was a couple times, like being out and they have people out there, but I mainly worked inside the actual shack.
Yeah.
So and I think it's just maybe more of like a seniority thing, So like as time went on. Because I've just been there so long. But that's cute. I'm gonna have to tap in one day, see y'all sing together.
Yeah, at the end of the stream, we don't sing together. But let me clarify this as well. Like it's at the end of the streams. I ask Dan what the song of the day is, and then he'll sing the song, or if he said I forgot the words, I might sing the song if I know the song, and that's that. And that's
I mean, it's all good if y'all singing along, bro. I'm gonna just tap in. All right, man. But all right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Like we stayed an extra 30 minutes. We gave y'all extra 30 minutes. I hope y'all appreciate it. I'm not streaming tonight. This counts as a stream for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Oh, all right, Dan. All right, come on, bro. come on, Dan. All right, man. Y'all be easy, man. All right. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Peace. 1 a.m. We out. Hey.
Throw your motherfucking hands. Get 'em high.